Hello. Hello. Happy Friday. This is like the first time I've been live since, I guess, Tuesday. I guess we were live Tuesday, right? But we've got some just new Gundam cards that have been revealed today. We've got all of GD02, which is really exciting. We've got all of ST06 as well, which I'm really excited about. I'll probably do like a video in the next day or two, probably next week with just like, I'll probably do like a ST06 5 or ST06 battle, but they'll probably be like upgraded builds. I'd be really excited to see what that kind of looks like. So just a lot of fun. I think this is there's a lot of cool cards. I honestly have not looked through any of the new cards revealed today, so these will be like my thoughts verbatim going into it. You guys can, it's going to be a pretty interactive stream too. I'm going to be watching chat, which I never do properly because I'm always playing, so that should be fun. And then I don't know if you guys would be interested in this. This is my thought, but it's worked in the past, and I need to do it anyways. And honestly, having like, how do I say it? Having another reason to do this means that I will more likely do it. I've got like just too many cards, too many decks, too many cards, too much. Like, you guys won't be able to see it. I'm just gonna do like a card sorting stream. I'm gonna get ready for GD02. Pretty much like unbuild most of my decks for Gundam Set 1. Make sure I know what cards I have, and then as well, we're just gonna hang out. It's just gonna be a chill stream. I normally don't do these kind of things, but it's been, believe it or not, you guys can't see this whole room, but I have been cleaning this room. It's just a large effort. I'm going to be leaving next Tuesday for Canada. I'm going to spend a couple days in Canada before going to, outside of Ottawa before I go to Ottawa for their big event out there, which I'm really excited about. So if you guys are going to be there, let me know. Because of that, so it's just been like a lot of like behind the scenes stuff this week. So I do apologize, not as much like video content and live streams, but honestly, I'm really, really excited for what this next set looks like, and doing some building, and we're really, getting on it. Like, it's coming up pretty quick, which is really exciting. So that's how I'm doing. That's my plan. How you guys doing? How you guys doing on this Friday in October, in spooky month? Hope you guys are well. But definitely more of just a chill hangout stream today. No real, like, I'm gonna be cleaning, and cleaning I mean like deck sorting, so you guys can like look at stuff. If you guys have like questions and stuff, we can go for it too. But yeah, more just general. Listen, if I get no viewers, I don't care, because it's more so like, if I'm live streaming and I'm saying that I'm live streaming cleaning up my room, that means that I will do it. If I say, oh, I'll clean my room, and then I get distracted by something, and then like it's suddenly 4 hours later, I'm down like I've got like 6 different tabs of deck building GD02 on my screen. That doesn't help anyone. So yeah, I feel like a lot of GD02 is situational. If this, then do that. Yeah. Again, I haven't seen all the new cards. I wanted to have a bit of a live reaction for some of them. I do think that, blue-white deck together. I'm probably just gonna, like, outside of what I'm bringing to Ottawa, I'm probably just gonna get everything. I'm just gonna deconstruct everything. I usually like doing the scorched earth kind of practice, just because I have so many decks. You guys can't even tell, but you guys, like, there are like 20 decks in these 4 cabinets right here, between One Piece, Fusion World, and Gundam, and I need to reclaim space, for lack of anything else. So that's kind of the mentality for it. I almost always just like do a reset. And it's also kind of like to make sure that I'm not missing any cards, which doesn't happen often, but it is like a good way to do it. So yeah, I almost always do like a refresh. So, but honestly, like, if this set is more conditional, I think that's good. I think there is like a set 2 is always a scary set. And here's, I kind of was like self-reflecting on it earlier this week about it. Like, why is set 2, why is it always troublesome? Why is it always has like such a high potential to be, to throw the games off the rails, right? Which we saw that happen with pretty much like a lot of Bandai card games, right? Fusion World Set 2 was incredibly power crept, right? They had a deck that was insanely strong, and then it just went off the rails, right? They had to address it immediately. One Piece, similar, but not as, I think, severe, but Edward Newgate kind of broke the game in a lot of ways, and like the aggression from that. Obviously, Zoro and Law were also very strong, but that kind of broke the game from there. And so, and then I don't remember if Digimon I think was a little bit better, but it was weird because it wasn't like truly set 2. It was like 1.0 and 1.5. So they had their own issues because they released the card game during the beginning of COVID, right? That's its own separate thing. So, what else? What other games? Masters was okay. I wasn't in set 2 for Masters, so I wouldn't know the full range of that. And then Battle Spirits, honestly, set 1 for Battle Spirits was such a good core set that it was really hard to power creep that. Like, cards from set 1 were always like good in that game. So I don't know. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, if set 2, as long as they don't make it so like it is clearly better, and I kind of walked around this. The reason why I think set 2 is like such a troublesome set is because I know a lot of game designers, when they're making the rules for the game, they're making the rules of the game and the interactions based on their first card pool of set 1, right? So because of that, set 1s for a lot of Bandai card games I think are really, really strong because they build the cards alongside with the rules. And so when everything comes out together, the rules are in 1.0, the card set's in 1.0, they're in harmony, right? And then they have to build set 2, and sometimes I've seen issues where they build cards for their second set not alongside the rule sets, right? So I think that's a big issue for... I think that's why they've got in trouble for some releases previously. So when set 1.5, it was Shine Gray and Sarismon. Yeah, but like it was still like Omni was still like kind of good, right? I could be misremembering, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, my plan is the full release of this set is what? October 20... Is it the 24th or is it the 31st? Or is it even November 2nd? It's the 24th, isn't it? 2 weeks from now? I believe it's 2 weeks from now. But yeah, my hope is that, one, I'm going to probably have to like pre-record some content since I'm going to be in Canada. But I do plan to... what do I plan to do? Do some deck building, drop some deck list. I hope everyone, October 24th, okay. So 2 weeks from now. Yeah. For some reason I thought the 28th was the release date, but I'm like, the 28th is nowhere near a Friday. It's like, it's a Tuesday, which is mathematically like the farthest away from the Friday you can be. So, and is October 24th the pre-release events, or is next Friday the pre-release events? You guys would be amazed at how bad I am at actually knowing like release dates of stuff. I'm just like, oh, it's out. Nice. Usually I don't really know until like 2 weeks before. So, my bad. Regardless, we'll have a lot of content. I'll probably do like my day one deck list. I hope everyone kind of understands that no one will know what decks are good, and a lot of these are just kind of ideas. But that's honestly my favorite thing about the Gundam card game, is that you can kind of present an idea, and you can present some ideas with certain interactions that you like, and you can kind of go from there. They're doing the release events next Friday. Okay, hopefully I can get one in Ottawa then. That'd be nice. Is there not? Oh, there is no pre-release. Okay. Sorry, I'm guessing you're meant to say they aren't doing pre-release events. I think that's, based on what I've heard from product allocation, I think that's understood. The DP reduced, could melt blockers. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I know everyone was really excited for Shine Gray. I don't know, set one for Digimon was okay. It was like, do you want to play Blue Omni or Red Omni? And then 1.0. 1.5 I felt was fine. I never felt like anything was like tier 0 early Digimon, but that could just be, nostalgia blinders on those ones. So the release events for... Okay, that's what I thought. I remember him saying that Star Trek 6 wasn't getting some, but I thought there was some for GD02. Gotcha. Yeah, I swear that they were. Only Asia has Star Trek 6. Okay. Were there promos that we're not getting from that? I'm guessing it's just like all arts of like Red Gundam and one of the commands. Probably what? Schoolgirl Smuggler? I don't even know what this card is. So, okay. I think we're good to here. You want Lilith Loop to exist in Gundam? It seems like it has the chance for it, but I think they're being really careful about it. So, all right. I'm going to do... Okay. I'm going to run an ad for both YouTube and Twitch real quick, just so you guys don't see an ad for a while as we get started into this. And then the GD02 events are already in the event. Ah, nice. So here, let me hit these buttons, and then I'll see you guys in 2 minutes, and then we'll start with Star X6, and then we'll go to GD02 afterwards. Also, in case you guys are curious, these will be added to Eggman events. Should be tonight, as of this live stream. So in less than 12 hours, they should be up there, so you guys can do some deck building, some proxy making, and everything else. Honestly, the card list dropping today kind of caught me off guard. I thought it was like a week away. That's on me. Yeah, not this early. Yeah. I mean, Lilith Loop was like set for... No, well, Lilith came out in what? 1.0? But it wasn't like fully realized until like set 4 when we had like Jack Raid, right? I was a big fan of Lilith Loop. I played that deck quite a bit. I wouldn't say I was the premier player of the deck at all, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. Big fan of that. The G-Quux LR. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of G-Quux. Like, was early set 4. Set 4 gave us enablers. That's what I remember. And then what? Mega Digimon fusion with Omnimon Sword? Yeah. Those are words. How much do you predict a GD02 box to be? I'm not a market watch guy, but I'm going to guess it's going to be at least as bad as set 1. I don't think things are going to get cheaper until set 3. Yeah, 250 USD, I think is unfortunately the case. Not a case, but a box. So like a case is like 2K. The LRs double plus don't feel as good. Yeah. You weren't a big fan of G-Quux. So like, okay. Last thing before, I'm just like the weird target demographic for G-Quux because I didn't. This is not a secret. I did not watch Gundam seriously until a year ago when this game was announced, right? I feel like I've consumed a lot of content. I've been doing my best to not be a poser when it comes to the card game. I still can't pronounce half the hard words, but I do my best anyways, and I'm open for you guys gently correcting me when it's G-Quux versus Ilfrith versus Galgoo. Galgoo, I think I got pretty down. There's probably some other ones for it, but I watched there's 3 movies for the original Gundam series, which I think did a really good job at repacing it and just showing off. And honestly, that was like one of my favorite experiences for it. So like, since that one was fresh in my mind, and then G-Quux is like, what if we like do a remake of the original series? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you guys know, this is not a spoiler. If you guys haven't seen G-Quux, the premise of the entire show is, what if Char stole the Gundam from the Earth Federation, and then he ended up using the Gundam to win the war. All right, that's the whole thing. So it's a really, really cool idea. Gundam's always kind of been like these split realities or different timelines a little bit when it comes to their shows, and so I thought it was really, really cool. I think my only issue with it, which I've never had with any Gundam series ever, is that it was too short. I've never said that about any other Gundam property or video or any or like season. They could have made 2 seasons. There's like a split in like the middle where it would be pretty clear where they could have the 2 seasons. It's the only one that I could say that I'd wish there was more of. Because I watched Wing, and those were 50 episodes. Those are 50 episodes of 24 episodes worth of pacing. So that was a little bit tougher for me personally. So, but I'm not saying that I don't like Wing. It just, and I think there's like this weird inverse relationship with how much I enjoy the show versus how cool the mechs are. You guys see that? You guys hear me say mech? It's Mobile Suit. See? I was waiting, seeing anyone catch me off guard. It's Mobile Suit. Yeah, but I am watching Iron Blooded Orphans. I still have like about a dozen episodes left, but I think I should be able to finish watching it on the plane to Toronto. Yeah. You don't feel that like that about IBO? I think like IBO is like a little bit slower. I think it's just like a product of its time. I'm sure like if I watched Wing Gundam when it released, I'd have higher thoughts for it. But man, it is just some of those episodes, like literally nothing happened. All right. All right. Well, we've started streaming. I'm going to hit the stop recording and the start recording. We're going to go over all of GD06 and StarDeck 6 and GD02, and then and I will re-release this also. If you guys have to leave sometime, this live stream will be here too, but I'm going to have like I'm going to re-upload this just for viewability for people as well, but that's the idea. So I'm going to do a weird reintroduction, but that's going to be what we got. We've got I'm going to guess it's going to take me about 30, 45 minutes, maybe like an hour. I tend to yap a little bit, but we'll and then we'll go from there. So, all right, I'm going to hit that stop recording. Oh, also Landon with the follow. All right, you got in the video. You just missed the video. I'm sorry, but I'll thank you very much either way. So, all right, stop recording and start recording, and I'm going to look at the camera, and we're going to go 3, 2. Hey everyone, we're going to do a quick review of the new cards kind of dropped for the Gundam card game for StarDeck 6 and GD02. I'm doing this live, so if you guys want to check out the whole live stream, you can find that linked in the description as well. But I wanted to kind of go over some of these. Some of these cards I've known, and some of them I'm still, were pretty much dropped today, so we'll kind of go over some of those new cards. Also, all of the cards that are revealed today will be on my website, Eggman Events, in the next little bit. So when you guys are rewatching this video, if you're not watching it live, chances are that all of the cards for Set 2 and StarDeck 6 will be on the website, so you guys can do some deck building and everything else, so you can check that out. Link in the description, and I'm going to be making some deck lists in the next couple weeks too, but I don't really, like, we're in day one, right? No one's got like a really good, like, I'm going to even call this day zero deck list. It's going to take a little bit of time and some testing, and I want to do like a little bit more theory crafting before just kind of releasing deck list for people, but that will be in the future. I'll probably even do like a StarDeck 5 or StarDeck 6 battle, and probably upgraded. If you guys want to do like the vanilla StarDecks, I can, but I think being able to like upgrade those StarDecks and showing off those too would be like a slightly better from that one. So we are going to do this though. Again, all these deck lists, or all these cards right now, are on the official website as well, so you can check that out there. They've been, showing cards throughout the last couple weeks on their social accounts too, which is why we've been kind of building this up. And but yeah, this is looking like a really interesting set. So starting off with StarDeck 6, and it's kind of weird. I guess like we have close combat as like the first card, and I think they do it where it's technically by card number, because this is from StarDeck 3 as well. But I think that's kind of fine that we have some of these kind of like reprints in these StarDecks. I think that these are like some pretty good cards as well, so I don't think that's too bad. I was curious if there was a way to exclude alt arts with these, and I don't think there was, so if there is and I just missed it, my bad. So we're going to see a bunch of repeats, because every one of these can get with that too. But all right, close combat, the arts fire, like that's non-negotiable, right? I think this is super good. It's been played quite a bit, so I think close combat is a fine card for this deck in general, especially because the art for this too. This is the 78. I think this is like right when Char takes it from G-Quux, so very cool there. All right, so we've got the close combat. We've got the G-Quux Omega Psychomu. I'm trying my best on these. I did watch the entirety of G-Quux, but they like, can everyone agree they went out of their way to make the names like especially hard in this one? I feel like it's kind of an open secret on that one. But when linked, which is linked with Machu here, if another friendly clan unit is in play, this gets its first strike during this turn, which is super good, and that can make a huge difference, right? Like we've seen first strike do a lot in previous sets. Something also that I think that's really thematic for StarDeck 6 and kind of goes with the show is that one of the key aspects for this are these clan battles. These are where you have like these 2v2s, you have a team of 2 versus another team of 2, and because of that, you're going to see they implemented that in the card game where you have all these effects that are based off if you have another clan unit kind of out. So I think that does mean that it is a little bit expensive to get these abilities, but I think that they are kind of worth it. Obviously, First Strike, I think, is one of the stronger keywords in this game and really lets you go kind of 2 for 1 in a lot of situations. So I think that's something that's really, really strong. So it's going to be interesting if they are able to do that. It just needs to be another clan unit too. It doesn't have to be like a linked clan unit. So that could be something easy to accomplish for this one. So there is there. Next up, we've got also, everything has a plus version of this one. This one looks super sick as well. I have pulled 0 LR pluses across, I think, maybe a dozen or so star decks, so I'd be really interested. This one would look sick. I would probably keep this one for sure. So there it is. All right, we also do have like the smaller level, and so generally what they do in the star decks too is they kind of have like the big version of like your main Link unit, and then like a smaller version, which I think is great, especially with how the pilots work and everything. So we've got the G-Quux here, that's level 4, cost 3. Deploy if you have another friendly clan unit in play, choose one enemy unit, deal 1 damage to it. You guys already know that I'm a big fan of like that ping damage and being able to get like that incremental, so it's a little bit expensive, right? And having like this 4-2, but being a Link unit is good and is really helpful. So I think this is, you know, has potential. Again, like you're going to notice that there are like all these effects that are based on having these clan units both in play, and that can be, again, a little bit expensive, but it can work out for you if you get that. So we've got 2 more red unit cards. So we've got the Gaia's Ricdom, activate main, support 1. Pretty easy, right? Has a link with Gaia and does have the clan unit, so the idea that you can, or clan type, so you can use like the clan unit to like boost up your stuff, which is really cool. I think that's really helpful for you know, if you're already trying to get 2 of them out on the board. That is really good. And we've got the alt arts. Yeah, the alt arts. Chat's saying right now, alt arts look really good. In a lot of these. So this is unfortunately, so this is where I was hoping that they would be, and this might be something in the main set for GD02 that I haven't seen yet. I feel like this needed to have the clan unit type, right? If so many things are based off having clan units out, I think it would have been ideal to have like a 1-cost clan unit that you could play. Like even like, look at this, right? If we have this one, or sorry, if we have the LR plus, or just the LR, right? It's level 5, but costs 3. That means that if we have level 5, we can play it out. We can use the Machu to link with it, and then if we'd have to sequence it correctly. Play the 1 cost and then the Machu. So for level 5 with 5 costs, we can be able to play 2 units with clan, including this one, and link it, and then get the ability, right? So it's going to be, you know, you are really dependent on keeping clan units on your board, and that can be, if that's easy to do, you're doing well, and if it's a difficult issue, I can see this archetype kind of fall apart. So that is my opinion there. So we've got our other LR. This one's been known for a while. This is Red Gundam, and this is Shuji's version of it. So we've got the Breach one, which is Breach one is like such a good keyword, right? It's like, it's either your Breach 1 or your Breach 5, right? It's such a weird kind of step system. Breach 3 is kind of like in the middle because you can get rid of the EX base early, but it's pretty much, if you're Breach 4 and Breach 1 are almost like the same keyword in like so many different situations, right? So, but just having that verbatim is really nice. And then attack, choose 1 to 2 friendly clan units. They get AP +2 during this turn. So there are some good ways for you to be able to, you know, again, use these clan units at the same time to get these kind of, you know, unique effects. So, yeah, I don't think there is a 1-drop clan, which I do think can be an issue. And there is. I'm also reading through chat for this too. We are live as I'm recording this, so. But yeah, I think that there could be some issues with draw power. But I think like a lot of these are like new type pilots, right? Which we can get some additional benefits, I think, from having that. So we've got our vanilla Red Gundam, nothing too crazy there, right? We see this this kind of stat line for, you know, linked pilots from Star Decks all the time, so pretty nice. We also do have the Ortega's Ricdom, so another clan unit. Deploy, choose one of your other clan units. During this turn, it can attack an active enemy unit with 3 or less AP as its attack target. So there could be some weird times where like you can like use Ortega if you already have like the G-Quux out, and then you're able to, or sorry, this, I always click that one, this one, and then you can have like first strike and get some good damage. So there's that. We've got the Shugai's Gelgoog, right? So this does have clan type, and it does have like a unique like clan link. I honestly like this, if this is like the cheapest, like most versatile clan unit, I could see this card seeing a lot of play. But you know, again, if we don't have any cost 1 clan units, I think this deck is like a little bit worse, because I think it's going to be tricky to keep 2 clan units on board at all times, I think, at times. So we'll see if that's the case or not. We're going to go to our pilots real quick. So we do have Machu here. When linked, look at the top card of your deck. It's a clan card, and it's any clan card. You can reveal, add to your hand, and then you get to put the rest of the bond in your deck. So it does really force you to place a full clan deck as well. It's also just card general, right? So it can be a you know, any of these things, right? We've got a base that's a clan card. We've got actually 2 bases. We've got our you know, pilots that are clan cards. I think the only thing we can't get is like, you know, most commands don't have types, but in this deck, I think based off like numbers, it's like 50% of this deck we can't get close combat, we can't get Gogoog, and we can't get the Schoolgirl and Smuggler. But I think that it's a solid, like this does have a potential card draw, and you will be kind of rewarded for drawing only clan stuff. It's only one link though, which I think is fair, but any card draw in this deck I think could be really, really strong. So then we also have the Shuji here. So attack if you have a clan unit in play, look at the top card of your deck, returns to the top or bottom. So you can see like this synergy, right? Like it's really cool when they do make like some of these like dual things where you're like, this card buffs this card, and you get this kind of sequencing. My only issue with Gundam though is that we don't have like the consistency to see our pieces all the time. So like having a 2-card combo based off pilots might be a little bit expensive, but having like this additional like way to be able to like set up your Machu I think is really nice. So it could be good. It also has clan and new type, right? So these are pretty good traits. And I do actually like the +2 HP, which can be really, really helpful for you. So last couple cards. So we got a couple commands and some bases as well. So we've got the Ruthless Tactics, our Gaia. Main or action. Choose up to 1 or 2 friendly clan units. They get +2 AP. So being able to get that boost there is really nice. And it's also, again, clan type, which can be really helpful. We do also have the Schoolgirl and Smuggler. So main, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 clan unit or pilot card, add them to your hand, and return the remaining cards randomly to the bottom of your deck. So I did not know that this card existed until, I didn't know the effect of this until just now. So this is one of the newer cards that was dropped today. I was already thinking like there was like the new type searcher, but this can also be really good for helping you find a couple pieces, right? Especially since it's like a level 1 cost one. This can help you get your combos a little bit more. So this could be really good. It's a shame that it's not a clan type, right? Because then, you know, your Machu just doesn't find this, right? But when you're using so many clan cards, this can find pretty much every card in your deck besides your other commands and bases, which I think is good. So you probably play this if you play like a whole archetype around it as well. Is revealed towards the end of the starter reveal? Okay, yeah, I definitely missed out on that one. Was it like on one of their like videos, or was it on their socials? Because I know that the last couple of days they dropped a bunch of cards and then they dropped the full thing today. So I haven't. We usually like update the website consistently every Friday for it, so I might have missed it. What else we got? Fierce Unity. We've got choose 1 to 2 friendly clan units. They can't receive battle damage from enemy units that are level 2 or lower during this turn, which it's fine, right? These like the command pilots in these decks generally don't do super well. The fact that they are, though, commands that are also pilots that do have the clan type can be helpful. So I think that is fine for what it is. So, but again, like now that I'm like letting this percolate for a second, like a card that searches a pilot in a green deck is insane. Like green has like no other consistency cards right now. So I think this card can be really, really good at making sure we get that additional effect. So looking forward to that. We've got 2 additional cards. We've got bases. We've got Clan Battle, which I don't really know why how this is considered a base, but I digress. Activate main, rest this base if you have a friendly clan unit in play. Link unit in play. Choose 1 friendly unit, gets +2 AP. So I think like it's a worse version of like the red one from Star Trek 4, whose name I'm forgetting. You guys will remind me immediately. But, you know, +2 AP is pretty good. It's just like having a linked unit is a little bit tougher, but we can get that, especially when they have our generic links. And then we do also have the Kanban Co. Limited. So same thing, deploy 1, and then when a friendly clan unit links, it gets breached 3 during this turn. So this is actually kind of nuts if you're able to get this off. I do think like cost 2 is a little bit expensive for you to be able to do it, but I can see this being like really important. So the only issue is that it gets breach 3. So if you have red Gundam, it's 1+3, which means you're breach 4, which again, if you're playing against any base decks or any bases, breach 1 and breach 4 are almost identical, right? So breach 3 is still fine though, because it can help you push through an EX base, so I think that's fine. It's just too bad that the red Gundam only has breach 1. So if you could do breach 2 to breach 3 to make a breach 5, could have been a little bit better. So, and Vesalius, you're correct, that is the one. So yeah, and all the cards on the official site have all of the shown and leaked cards, or not leaked cards, revealed cards for alt art. So we should have, these are going to be complete sets. So in general, though, this looks really interesting. I think the cornerstone for this is that this depends on how easy it is for you to have 2 clan units out, right? The entire deck is built around that. And if you're playing against a meta where there's a lot of, unit removal, you're just always going to be playing like a little bit behind, because it's going to be very costly and very inefficient for you to be able to play out your 2 units for an effect that maybe some other decks can get for a little bit freer. So I'm definitely going to try this out. I know that red-green has been, I'd say, traditionally the worst color in set 1 for this game, but that can drastically change with this set as well. So going to be interested to see what it looks like, and we're going to do some testing later in the week too. So or probably next week as well. So all right, we're looking at GD02 now. So the entire set is out, and again, we're going to add this to Eggman events in the next couple hours too. But we've got a bunch of brand new cards. I haven't seen all of these. Some of these will be my first iteration of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we got. I think we got like a couple LRs kind of dropped, a couple rares that people are excited about. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it is. Yeah, green kind of has like a new type also, like draw card. It's the Char one. Yeah, Turning Point of History. Look at the top 3, and if you have a new type pilot in play, which I think both these pilots are new type, right? Yeah, they're both new type, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I watched the show, I promise. So I think that's something that could be also put into the deck too, especially because return 1 to the top and then remaining there. Gotcha. Which, I mean, it's kind of silly, but it could set up your next play with Machu as well. The fact that neither of these have burst is a little bit upsetting, but I definitely want to play like a new type deck. I think like having like a trait like that being like what you're, hoping for is really, really cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying to do that. So anyways, set 2. Let's just jump on through it. So we've got our Psycho Gundam. Rage 3, when this unit attacks, you get to deal the specific damage to the first card in your opponent's shield area, and then during pair Cyber new type pilot, when one of your Titan units destroys an enemy shield area card with damage, this unit recovers 2 HP. So that's really interesting, right? It's kind of like I would say like a reverse Shinanju, right? Instead of dealing 2 damage, you get to heal 2 damage. And it's just any of your Titan units too, which is interesting. And it's pairing with the Cyber new type pilot, but then it's also has like the it links with only one of them, so that's kind of interesting. But I'll have to keep the Titan trait in mind as we go through these as well. All right, next up, Gundam Epion. This was revealed at Bandai Card Game Fest in Dallas. On their live stream there. I know a lot of people are huge fans of like the tall geese and like the blue archetype essentially from Wing. Level 8's really expensive. I'm not gonna deny, right? Like especially in a deck that hasn't ramped like a color. Like Wing Gundam is also expensive, but it has like a great effect that people have been able to find a lot of use for. I think this one can still be well, right? But so during once returned during your turn, when one of your units destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, you get to set this unit as active, which is nice. But without having like a breach effect inherently with this card, I think it's a little bit worse. Zax will also like let you like draw 2 cards and like likely do like a double trade, right? But I think like I fear that this card might just be a little bit too expensive level wise. So I understand like why it's such a high level. I think it could have been maybe a level 7 cost 6. But there's also like so many times where I say that and then I'm like, oh my gosh, thank goodness that's not the case, because this card would be like super duper good. So but art looks sick. I think there's an alt art somewhere. Let me see. I wonder actually where do they not have the alt arts on here? I thought they did. We also have some resources, spoilers. Or maybe it does it not have an alt art, or am I just not thinking correctly? Because I swear there are some in here. Maybe I had the filter wrong. Huh. Regardless. Probably not on the official yet. Yeah, which is fine. I think they're probably still revealing cards, but I would imagine if the regular art looks like this, I can't imagine like what the alt art would look like. So there it is. All right. Next up, alt art's on here. Where are they? If they are in here, so I'm looking at all the Stat 2 stuff. Aren't there? Okay. Cool. All right. I'm not missing it. Oh, they're on TCG Plus. I see. Okay, I swear I saw alt arts pop up, but I guess they're, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, and all LRs have an alt art version. Okay, maybe I'll bring up 2CG Plus on the side after this and look through them. But all right, we got Gundam Mark II, and this is also a Titans unit, right? During pair level 3 or lower pilot, and you're destroyed, you can discard 1 unit card. If you do, return the card paired with this unit to your hand. So this is kind of like a mini Gundam Unicorn effect, which I was a really big fan of that. I know like Gundam Unicorn, I would say is like a medium level deck in this. It's done well before, but it hasn't been like consistently there. But being able to like recycle pilots if you need to. There's so many times where I have like a lot of pilots and not any units, and vice versa. So being able to get a pilot back that I might need without having to like cycle it is pretty nice as well. So I think this card's fine. It's a rare, so it's probably above average. There it is. Let's see. Biolant. I'm for sure did not say that correctly. When paired, choose 1 enemy rested unit with with 3 or less HP. It won't be set to active during the start phase of your opponent's next turn. Interesting. All right, so we finally have some freeze effects, which is really nice. That's pretty common for Bandai card games. Let's see. All the new purple removal cards are made to kill Ilfrith, which is horrible for my blocker. Yeah, I can imagine they need that. It needs to be level 3 or lower for which one? Oh, is it 3 or lower? Oh, it's 3 or lower. That's right. Okay. So first, in my head, based off like every other effect that's existed, I thought it was 3 or higher. 3 or lower is a little bit rougher. That's a little bit rougher. But you could put your Hawk of Endymion in there, and then you get it back. So that's neat. Yeah, but this one, being able to stun something. I mean, Blue's always had like a way to interact with cards that have low HP left, but having like a generic when paired effect for it, I could see this being pretty good. Especially like if you can use Amuro to rest something and then use this to like stun it. And I also know that there's other pilots in the set that let you rest things. I don't know if Jared is immediately, but that could be really good. So there's that. Tall Geese. Oh shoot, we got a Tall Geese in here. That's crazy. All right. During link attack, choose 1 enemy unit with 2 or less HP, and you get to rest it. And anything with the Oz trait. Resting stuff is good. You definitely want Zex Marquise to be able to attack the thing that you rested, so that's a little bit less good. But that's fine. This card's probably fine. All right, Forbidden Gundam. Oh my god, that is such a cool name. I am behind on the lore. Blocker, risk this unit to change the attack target to it, and then, why did I read Blocker? You guys all know how Blocker works. What am I doing? During your turn, this unit can't receive battle damage from enemy units that are level 2 or lower. All right, that's kind of nice. Yeah, it's obviously like a little bit better if it'd be your opponent's turn, right? But being able to like trade easily into like Zords and stuff would be good. Yeah, having like a generic, Zex Link card is really nice. Titans Mark II is basically made for the Jared Pirate you'll see later. Yeah. Keeps losing but somehow always lives. Oh, that's really funny. That's really funny that they... one of the big reasons that I've been such a devout fan of Bandai card games forever is that they just put so much flavor in their card games, right? It's very easy to just make a generic card game around the IP, but they make so many of these effects that are just like so canonical for how pilots work or units work and like how the lore works, and that's I can always tell that happens with like most of the card games that they do their best to make it feel like you're playing the character or the leader or whatever, and so it's funny that they did that for that one too. Annoying, can also go in the Tall Geese. That's true. That is true. All right. Psycho Gundam MA mode. I remember seeing this. It was a blue card that said a link with Cyber new type, which immediately made me think, oh, red blue blocker or ping. It's got repair 2, and you can link any Cyber new type card, so that can be the Merida, which is really nice, and then you still get like the Merida effect from it. Obviously, the Kshatriya is probably better, but the repair 2 is good, and then also you can link it with full frontal. So we've already I'm not saying that you have to cookie cutter it back into older archetypes, but I think that's immediately had some implications in those decks, even though this is supposed to be for a Titans deck. So level 5 is a little bit better. Like obviously Kshatriya is better, but I'm gonna be honest, like Shinanju is like, it's great, but I find that it's clunkier. I'd rather almost play this card with Zax, but I don't know, with full frontal or something. Gapfully, I don't. I'm sure. I've never. Give me another word that has B, then T, then H in it. I'd love to see it. There's probably one immediately available, but not in my head. When linked, choose one rested enemy unit, deal 1 damage to it. All right, cool. And it's Titan type, so we get to do that. Calamity Gundam. Once per turn, when this unit this is biological CPU trait. Okay, when this unit's AP is reduced by an enemy effect, choose one enemy unit, you get to deal 2 damage to it. This seems really conditional, and it's reduced by an enemy effect. So, I mean, if Kira is like really present, which it has been really present, I could see that being like a counter to that. But it's okay. Not. I mean, I guess if you like need a generic link for biological CPU trait, there's that. Raider Gundam. Once per turn, when this unit receives enemy effect damage, draw 1. Interesting. Biological CPU, like almost every one of their cards seem like it's like, you know, hate towards a specific archetype, right? Like this is hate against like Xeon Rush. This card is like hate against like Kira. This one's hate against like any ping damage. It's really interesting that they've decided to go with these, like, but they're all like level 5s, right? Which means that they're a little bit slow for that. All right, we got the Mobius. This card was revealed quite a bit ago. A very interesting card. Activate action, destroy this card. Choose one enemy unit. This unit is battling. Base enemy shields any enemy base or enemy shields this unit is battling. So it doesn't get rid of units, right? It can just go 1 for 1 for bases. So it's fun. It's fun. I don't know how viable it is. 1 HP is like terrifying, but there it is. It's once per turn for Calamity. Yeah, once per turn, and for Raider. Yeah. Yeah, so you don't get like a bunch of card draw. That'd be insane. All right, Core Booster. I think we saw this as a Weiss-based team. Honestly, like I could see playing this on top of like you play Jim in this card maybe perhaps, just because like the white-based team trait link is actually really huge in my experience. So I could see this card actually be kind of good if you want to play more of like a Earth Federation white-based team kind of combo. So there's that. Hi, Zach. Hello, Zach. That's right. Specifically you, Zach. Hello. We've got. It's just a vanilla. It's just a gym. We've got Galbaldi Beta. Okay, nice, good name. Just a deploy. Choose one of your tiny units. Gets AP +1. That is fine. And then Marasai, which is also just a vanilla, but it does have links with Titan traits, so I could see this. I mean, it's like a slightly worse result, but it links with stuff, and you know the Titan's trait seems pretty important. And then Barzam, choose one of your Titan units, gets AP +1 during this turn. Okay, so like a lot of this is like giving your Titan units like plus AP, but I'm not sure if there's any like reason to do that besides just having more AP. All right, Delta Plus Wave Rider mode, Repair 2, and this is Earth Federation. Oh, and this is a link with Ridi, which is cool. Ridi's like an interesting pilot, because I think Ridi makes this like now a 4/4, if I remember right. Let's see. Yeah, you get +2, +1, and then the unit is 2/4 or a 2/3. That's fine. Listen, as someone who's watched all of Unicorn, they really did really dirty with what he could be doing in this game and what he's doing in this game. They got episode 1 Riddy, not episode whatever, the last episode Riddy. You know what I mean? Like it's just a shame, right? Like he has like the minimum amount of traits and things that he can link with, and I don't want to spoil too much, but like there's a lot that they could have done with him, and they just said you should go in the Delta Plus, and that was it, which is a bit of a shame. All right, here you have Taurus. This unit cannot choose the enemy player's attack target, but it's a 3/3. It's an Oz unit, which that is kind of important for like one card. Noin's Ares. You get to draw 1. Woo! I think that's really it, huh? 3/3 is like not bad though. If another unit, yeah, which can include the Leo. That's so good off the Corsica base. Yeah, they're like, wings really awesome. Let's do all the Operation Meteor stuff and then also add some Zex cards. The cards will be updated in the next couple hours. We're just... we've got a lot of updates today, so I would expect... I'm going to say 9 hours from here. When you wake up Saturday morning, it will definitely be there. Alright, we got Raider Gundam, and it's just an MA mode, and it is just an Earth Alliance card. That is a common... Oh, it's... What? Why is this just worse Rizel? Oh, wait. Is the card wrong? Hold up. Is the card art wrong? Because this says it links with a biological CPU unit. But this one, the card art does not say this. I don't know if I'm seeing that, right? That's interesting. Regardless, I mean, yeah, it would make sense, right? Because otherwise, it has like literally every trait that Rizel does have, right? So maybe this. Did we find an errata? I think the details are wrong and the card is right. I don't know, man. Like, maybe I just want cards to be good, but like, what are they gonna ban Rizel and be like, bam, we're gonna make a 4-3 Earth Alliance, which compared to 4-3 Earth Federation. Ooh, I'm gonna guess that this card art might be wrong. You're right. Earth Federation, Earth Alliance, they're two different things. You're right. Gotcha. So different trades. But I think the card art's wrong. You looked at the JP1? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Even with that, I'm not convinced. I mean, I'll have to go to see what the biological CPU trait pilots are, but I'm not convinced otherwise. Raider already has a link, so MA for should as well. Gotcha. All right. We're going to green. Elmeth. Please be somewhat close to the pronunciation. Deploy. Look at the top 5 cards. You can reveal 1 green Xeon pilot among them added to your hand. Return the remaining randomly to the bottom. And then during link, you get an AP +2. This was revealed quite a bit ago as a link with Lala. It seems interesting, right? The Lala pilot, which we'll look at in a little bit, is fine. The fact that this can find your Lala itself, which is honestly a Gundam that can look the top 5 for the card that you can link with, I think is understated how good that can be in this game. I don't think this card is particularly good by itself, right? But like, just imagine this card just says, I have Rush. Like that's almost that almost says the same thing, right? Like I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna look at Lala. There she is. It's a +1/+1, right? So nothing crazy, right? But yeah, choose one of your other units, getting to breach 1, sure, but then you get the +1/+1. And then it is, during the link, it becomes +2. So it's a 7/5, right? Which is great. Level 6 is like a little bit expensive, but like, if there's a card that says, I'm a 5/5 gain rush half the time, right? Like, I think there could be some potential for this to be good, right? I think the only maybe difference is that one, like, Xeon's always been like low to the ground, and this is kind of an expensive card for the late game. It being able to give breach to something else though is really nice from the Lala effect. And then even if you just play this card out and you just have to find a Char for like a later turn, you don't have to like find the Lala with it. So I think this card's fine. It's probably like a slightly better like late game target, right? So there's that. Let's see. This card was like one of the first cards revealed. Gundam Age 1 normal. So discard 1 green Earth Federation unit. If you do, you get to place an EX resource. Then if you're level 7, you get to draw a card. So any kind of cycle is great. I also like the effect that this is a card that does well. Like one, if you play this at level 6 and you get an EX resource, you are level 7 and then you get to draw a card. So that's good. Any kind of consistency for green is fantastic. Being able to also get usage from a card early game and late game is great. So I think this card is good. I think this is actually pretty good. I'd have to see like the rest of the age stuff and like the Green Earth Federation. I wish it just said Earth Federation, but I'm sure like saying, you know, blue any color would just kind of break it a little bit, but I think that's fine. What else? I think we've seen this card. Once per turn, when you play an EX3 source, choose one of your H system units that gets breached 2 during this turn. So, which can include this one. Oh no, this isn't an H system unit. Okay. This seems kind of weird to sequence. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. I'm sure like breach 2 is fine, but I'd have to see like what a good combo with this would be. We've got Gundam Age Spallo. When you're level 7 or higher, this unit gains first strike. That's pretty good. It has to be linked, which is a little bit tougher. But that's probably fine. I think we've seen Flit, right? I think that's also a known pilot. When link the top 3 cards, reveal one green card, or one card with H device and its card name among them. I mean, link draw 1 is good, and then also link first strike. It's a 4/5, so it's not like huge first strike, so that's fine. Red Gundam. Ooh. All right, another clan unit. During link, this card gets high maneuver, and it's just with any clan trait. All right, I'm actually kind of excited about this card. This card seems kind of nuts. Just any clan trait. Okay, that's really good. That it's generic. If it was just like Suji, I think this card would be a little bit more mid, but like obviously high maneuver wins us games, and when you have high maneuver with every pilot in your deck, that's super good, right? Like we've seen like green blue aggro be very good, but you're kind of limited by the fact that you only get high maneuver with specifically the Shard pilot. This saying every pilot in your deck turns me into a high maneuver card. I can see that being very good. Very, very good. Gundam Heavy Arms. This was revealed earlier. I'm a huge fan of this card. My biggest gripe with set 1 when it came to Operation Meteor is that based off me knowing the show a little bit more than any of the other ones, I'm like, part of the reason this show exists, like part of the reason the 5 like pilots from Operation Meteor were so cool was that they would switch their, they would be able to use each other's Gundams in the show, right? It wasn't outrageous for some of them to like swap Gundams or that kind of stuff, and I didn't feel that was explored enough in set 1. So we didn't have any we didn't have any units that were just generic Operation Meteor, right? The closest thing was just like the Death Scythe being able to like have the when paired effect with any Operation Meteor card. So having this generic one I think is really, really cool. I'm happy that they made this one. So this was like forever ago, yeah, this was revealed a lot of time ago, but I'm really happy that it's just a good one. Yeah, just randomly dropped in the set. He's like, all right, cool. Thank you. My job's done. Operation Meteor got some more support. Thank you very much. Genoace Custom. I love the card art for this one. This is really cool. Deploy if you're level 7 or higher. Choose one of your H system units that gets AP +2 during this turn. That's pretty nice, especially if you go into, if this has like first strike, right? Then you can like boost it up, which is really cool. Okay, here's like my first thing with the age system. It looks like you have a lot of these smaller units that become better when you're at level 7 or higher, but it feels like you're going to be like a little bit behind on like card draw our cycle a little bit. That's my like intuition so far, but maybe I could be wrong on that one. But getting the +2 and then it links with Wolf. Oh boy, Wolf. I'm waiting for the pronunciation correction on that one. We've got Gundam Age 1 Titus for this one, Breach 3, and it's just any. Oh, it's specifically Flit, but this is really cool. I like the design of this one, that it's level 7, but it's cost 4. Like the fact that it like you benefit from getting to level 7 as quick as possible is cool. I like the identity. I like that we have like I like having the a goal, right? I like the building a deck and saying this is the one thing I need to do, and you have to build the best way to do that. So I like having like a clear way to do it. So, but yeah, it looks like again like it's a weird deck where you want to ramp as much as possible, but then you still only have like these smaller units. But that could also just mean like this is a really good like way for you, if there's a deck that's worth getting to the late game a little bit more often, this could just be like a way to get there proactively and like interact with your opponent. And then if there's a card that's worth dropping late game, for example, like the Gundam Epleon, I'm so sorry. Epion. Okay, I was like, I added an extra L, but that's fine. That could be kind of useful too. So let's see. We got Abdul's Mognock. This is cool. That it's. I have to remember what Sandrock says. Just plays any. It just says the Mognock. Corpse. Okay, so you can now play all 3 of these off the Sandrock, right? Which is cool. Yeah. Okay, so it is the trait. Just making sure. So, the fact that 2 of them also let you link with a Mognock Corpse trait is really nice. So that having like a card that can play another card for free like that now we can play essentially 12 targets off of it is kind of now worth building a deck around and seeing if it's good. So that's pretty good, especially when the stats for this one's not too bad. So that's cool. All right, Gundam Age 1 normal. It's just a vanilla 3/3 that links. That's fine. Genoace, it's just a Zaku 1 in the Earth Federation type. But the Earth Federation type, I guess, is also... We have to make sure for this one that we keep our Earth Federation trait cards in mind. Because we do probably like to, ramp, or we can get, like, cycles. So, like, even though this card's only good, like, in, like early turns, we can discard it later to get the ramp and then also get the card draw cycle. So, probably worth it. Age 1 Titus... When you're level 7 or higher, this becomes a 4/4. Okay. It also links with Flit, which is cool. We got the White Gundam. Oh, man. This is such a cool... I don't know. I love the subtle redesign they did with RX in GQucks. So this art is sick. It's just a Xeon unit that links with Char. Cool. Why not? That's fine. You maybe play 2. Rick Dom's probably still better, but it's cool to see this for sure. All right, we got Kike Rogue MA mode GQucks. When another friendly Xeon unit is played, this unit gains Breach 5. That's kind of neat, and that's it. And then it links with Shalia Bull. Okay, interesting. Just Breach 5 is pretty good. Not gonna lie. This being a level 5, maybe a little expensive, but Breach 5. It seems like it's going to be very easy to make this Breach 5 all the time. So that's interesting. But it might just be a little bit expensive. We got the GQucks. It is a level 2, cost 1. During pair with a red pilot, you get a +2 AP. So this turns into a 2/3. I'm going to say into a 3/4 pretty easily. Very interesting for this one that it doesn't have like a link for it. Very interesting. I wish this had clan trait, but I understand why it doesn't, based on the art. But like that, this would be worth it. This would be worth having like a clan trait as like the cheap unit that doesn't do anything by itself. We got Pilot Zaku. This card was revealed for a while ago. Can attack enemy players as an attack target, but also just being a 2/3 that can like trade with stuff is nice. And that's it for green. Okay. There were some cool clan cards, and there's a lot of cool cards that were like almost clan cards, but they didn't decide to make them clan cards, which is tough. So maybe there will be some more red ones, but again, I've seen any of the cards that were revealed earlier this week. I've definitely seen a lot of these are new, including the Cubely is what I'm going for. You guys can correct me. When linked, this unit gains suppression, which is the new keyword in this game. Essentially lets you do double damage if you're hitting into shields. And then during pair Neo Xeon Pilot attack, choose 1 damage the enemy unit. You get to do 2 damage to it. And then it has the link with Karn there. Having a Neo Xeon Pilot that has this link effect is kind of nice. I mean, this seems like it's a better version. Like, this could work really well with, like, a Cyber New type ping kind of stuff, because half the Cyber New type stuff that are red are also Neo Xeon. So, that's interesting. That police car is the best level 2 cost 1 unit. Is it? Well, it's not. It's side 6, though. It's not clan type. Jubilee pronunciation close enough. I'll take that. The red cars are calling to you. Do they want to fight? Is that what you're saying? This card looks cool. This is again I really enjoy the decks that like let you get some incremental damage across the boards. This will definitely let you do this, and then also just like the suppression for this can be really, really good. So if you're playing like a control deck that you're pinging your opponent cards to slow them down, suppression is like really good for getting you back into the game. So I could also see like this be like a red purple deck, and this could be one of the pilots or one of the units for it. So that looks interesting. This one I'm really interested in. All right, Gundam Versaga, which I think this card was also revealed today. You guys need to correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think this one has been revealed. I guess I can. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. Let me. Oh man, Eggman's wrong. You hate to see it. Hate to see it. I think it was like revealed. I don't think it was based off the art quality. I don't think it was revealed on like official sources. It was revealed on something else. Was this at Cardfest, Bandai? Maybe it was. Maybe it was there. I think that's actually where it was. My bad. Anyways, Breach 1. Deploy if there are 3 or less enemy shields. Choose one enemy with 5 or less AP. You get to deal 2 damage to it. So that's kind of neat. It was like a week ago. Why is the card art quality so bad then? Where was it revealed on their Twitter? Because normally, like you can tell like the quality of like their Twitter arts are usually a little bit better. But then like whenever it's like a show and jump scan or something, it's a little bit worse. But we'll be updating the art no matter what. Days since last incident, yeah. Like it's like you can just use like like an oven timer for that. So anyways, but yeah, being able to, if there are 3 or less enemy shields, choose one enemy unit with a level 5 or lower. Unfortunately, this isn't like Xeon or type, because I'd say that's like it doesn't like work with a lot of like the red decks that have been established so far that are already so aggressive. But just dealing 2 damage to something with a somewhat low cost is really, really cool. And it's 3 or less enemy shields, right? So if you have 3 shields and a base, I think you can still do the damage for it too. So kind of nice. I'll have to see what Frost's link works with there, but that's like the one thing about this, like, right? You have to kind of see the pilots and the units at the same time, and it's difficult to do that with how we have it. But we've got the G-Quox Omega Saikamu, and look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Deploy 1 clan unit type that is level 4 or lower among them. Return the remaining cards randomly to the bottom of your deck, and it links with Machu. I'm hesitant about this card, and I really want this to work. My concerns are that it's level 7, which is tough. That's very expensive. The other thing is that we had in set 1 essentially the card that did the same thing, right? We had dual Gundam, 1 pair look top 3, deploy a ZAF unit that's level 4 or lower, return the bottom, right? And this card just never saw any play, and it was like way cheaper, and but the big difference is that we do have ways to like, link it up, and I do think that Machu's like a better pilot for it too. For example, like if you previously did like on a turn, I'm looking at the wrong ones. Whoops. If we did a turn with like the Shuji, right? Look at the top card, and then like we can link this somewhere, and then we can use that, right? But like I feel like the timing can be like a little bit clunky because you don't have ways to like all your like searches like bottom deck, right? Yeah, G-Quox is on just deploy, right? But it's just like, I don't know. I guess I think I need to know what like the pacing for this deck is like. Because level 7 is pretty big, right? There are a lot of games that end when you're at like level 6. So, yeah, I will say, like from what I've seen, Clan is a better trait from Zaft. So, I mean, we can play the red Gundam, baby, but... Yeah, I'm just not. I'd have to try to see this. I'd say like I'm cautiously optimistic, I guess is the way to say it, is because I've been burned before, and like I would have to find like what the actual pacing for G-Quox needs to be, right? You link with Machu and play another red pilot command base, yeah. Justice seems so much better for this, right? Like, I don't know. Justice being able to like make a blocker every time without having to set it up, I think that's a good comparison too. I'm just not convinced. I can be wrong for this one. I think the art looks amazing, and if this does work, I can see it being really aggressive. It's just top 3 is not that much, so I don't know. We'll see. we'll see what this looks like. But obviously, I think you play it in the deck for sure. And if the deck is good enough, you play it. All right, we've got the Karns Gaza C here. When paired, choose one enemy that's level 3 or lower. You get to do 1 damage to it. All right, sure. And it's Neo Zeon type, so you know, Neo Zeon like Cyber New type. That has like a lot of overlap. A card that does damage could be useful. It stinks that it's paired, but it's paired with any pilot, so it's probably useful. We also have Gundam Ashtron being able to be support 2. This is not a Zaf type card, but deploy, choose one other. New UNE. How? Okay, so I'm gonna say UNE. Is that how they pronounce it, or is there another pronunciation before I get too deep into set 2 and have that in my mind? Let me know for that one, because I want to make sure I get that correct for it. But can receive battle damage from enemies that with 2 or less HP during this turn. Which this is kind of like a cool way to give like first strike. A lot of the first, like most of the time it's like you can't receive damage for something that's like AP 3 or lower, right? But being based off HP instead, I think is like a huge boon for like doing some good trades. It is UNE? Okay. Gotcha. United Nations Earth. Okay. Good. All right. You know, sometimes you lock into getting those right every once in a while. All right. We got Sugai's Gelgoog. This is deploy. Choose one enemy that's level 5 or higher. Deal 2 damage to it. That's kind of good, right? Am I reading that right? That's kind of good. It is level 4, cost 4. But, like, that's kind of good. Like, you don't play it on curve, but it's kind of good. I don't know. I just see it do 2 damage. I don't think you play 4 of this card. I think it's probably it can be a little bit costly, but like I'd have to see what we don't have Sugai's we haven't seen that yet, right? No. It's fine. It's fine. I think I think cost 4 will actually be more expensive than it looks like, but we'll keep that. Okay, we got the Ashtron MA mode. Deploy, choose one of your new UNE units. Gains high maneuver during this battle. Okay, so this is like the Earth Federation high maneuver card. That's fine. Yeah. Five or high is kind of iffy, but I think 2 of is likely fine. I mean, this is also a card that you could play. You can, if you play G-Quux on 7, your opponent's likely going to have a level 5 or lower, which means that or higher. So you can G-Quux into this and deal 2 damage to something. That's not too bad. That's honestly not too bad. And also, since we have very few effects of this, I just want to make sure when you deploy a unit off effects, unless it states it, you don't have to pay the cost for it, right? Because I think there are some cards that say you can deploy it for its cost. Deploying otherwise stated is just free, right? Just want to make sure, because there are other games that's not always the case. Bandai card games normally do that, so I'm just gonna keep moving forward. That's the case. All right, Daughtris Weapon. It's a new UNE. Another new UNE unit in play. Deploy 1 Daughtris unit token, which is AP 0, HP 1. Okay, this does have like a lot of support. The support archetype stuff, though. Support's not super good in. I haven't seen support really take off. So maybe this could be the way to break it. It's tricky that they had like such an archetype before in set 1 that was based off support, and now they're just making a different red archetype that also uses support. So that seems tough. Yeah, the purple that says get X and pay is okay. Yeah. Cool. All right, just making sure. Yeah, because there's the purple card that does it. Okay. This also makes unit tokens. It's fine, but it's only when destroyed if you have that. Jin, long range, reconnaissance type. This is Zaf type. Is this the one? Oh, this is the 1 unit, right? That Zaf gets. You get to draw 1 if you give this AP +4. Cool. Moving on. We have Sayla's light type gun cannon. Oh, I saw someone mention this one too. So deploy, choose 1 enemy unit token. With a weird not space between 1 and enemy. Maybe that's just like the sample art for it. You get to do 2 damage to it. My tall geeses are devastated to it. And then it links with Sayla Mass, which, do we have a new Sayla Mass in this set? I'm going to guess we do. We have the old one. I'm a big fan of that card. I think I have it right next to me. Let me see. I do. I pulled 1 old art. Here it is. Very nice. Yeah, it has to attack a unit, right? Yeah, that Zap card is, I don't know. It's interesting. We got Gaza C, activate main, risk this unit, destroy this, and choose one unit that's level 5 or lower, deal 1 damage to it. It's a worst gun tank. Cool. Alright, we've got Zaku 2 sleeves, Neo Xeon trait. Oh wait, this is the 4 one. I remember this. That's very funny. That's really interesting. I don't think there's any Neo Xeon units that have +2 HP readily available. I think most of them are 2-1s. If this could turn into a 5-3 though, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. We don't have a new Sayla, so it's a blue-red force, which is interesting. But this is also a clan unit, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh. Okay. It's not a clan unit. My bad. I guess that's fine. We got this one. Just full frontal. Yeah, that's true. But man, I wish full frontal. He's such an awkward card. He's just so awkward. We've got Daughters, just support 1. Okay. We've got Gazaum. Shoutouts to people waiting for me to reach this card and try my best with it. You guys have been rewarded. 01 Gundam. It's a vanilla, which is fine, but it's Earth Federation. G-Quux, Earth Federation. Are all the Earth Federation from set 1 says specifically blue Earth Federation cards, right? Right, they're all like this is says white base. I guess the only Earth Federation, yeah, it's white base team, which is different. Earth, yeah, it's only Jigen then. Okay, so you can play Jigen cheaper. Oh, you can stubborn cog, get the double rest broken. All right. All right, that's it for red. Okay. Yeah, I'm worried about clan not having enough low cost units to be able to get their combos off correctly. That's it. But they're all alteration. Yeah, the art for this was not bad. But yeah, I know like the design. Yeah. All right. Gonna be far and wide. Yeah, I guess like that's the case for it. All right, Gundam X. I did see the alt art for this one. It's sick. So that's why I was like, there has to be alt art somewhere. But I think it's on TCG Plus. It should be updated on here soon. We'll see if we can scrape the data and add them to Eggman events too, if you guys want to see that. Also, real quick, I know we're like halfway through. In case you guys don't know, I don't think we've done it with Gundam as much as other games. Nah. So I'll talk about getting that implemented. But for other card games, we do have like this little star button that lets you rotate through the arts. So we'll likely get that for Gundam. But I don't think we'd have the card arts for that immediately for set 1. So, but we'll look into implementing it. It's also weird, like when like the LR pluses of arts are like there's so many of them. But anyways, we saw this card like I think this was like one of the first cards revealed for set 2. It has suppression and Enduring Link, which is with Ran. During your turn, when there are 7 or more cards in your trash, all your other Vulture units gets AP +2. So it's purple has 2 kind of archetypes. It's got Vulture and it's got the Tekkadan and like the Iron-Blooded Orphan stuff. Most of the stuff I've seen previously has been Iron-Blooded Orphan, so I haven't seen as much what that does, but that's that. Yeah, that's what the button does. I always, whenever I have a moment, I mention it because there's almost always someone who doesn't know that exists. But yeah, it really just depends on a purple-white Vultures deck with blockers. Yeah. And like building up the trash. Purple does have like the potential to be like the trickiest color. I've already been like set 5, like the deal damage to both units. That's already like a tricky effect to balance, right? And then like the potential for like trash recursion and card draw from it is a huge effect that is almost always absurd when introduced in Bandai card games. So it should not be. I think it'd be somewhat similar for future sets too. So, all right. Yeah, I think it was. And then okay, we also have Gundam Barbatos first form. This card is good, right? Attack if this unit's damage, you get to draw 1. That's pretty good. Yeah, purple's pretty technical, right? with Grandpa and Gundam X boosting. Yeah, I could just get some really big numbers. But yeah, I think this card's good, right? It's this is our first time like we've had like a level 3 LR in the set, I think. But we've got Gundam Gujion Ribake. I think Gujion, I know that's how that's pronounced. I got that one down. Ribake, you guys are probably laughing at me. That's fine. But we've got deploy, choose one enemy unit. One of your units, one enemy unit, deal 1 damage to both of them. It's pretty good. Akihiro's also like a secretly good pilot that just didn't have enough targets when we went through it in set 5. I'm just gonna have also for this purple part. I'm gonna just have like set 5 brought up, or Star Deck 5 brought up, because we've got Akihiro. During your turn, when this unit destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, you get to choose a Tekken unit card that's level 2 or lower. If you're trash, add it to your hand. So it's rebake. It is rebake. Okay, rebake. Can you guys understand why I could think that it's rebake based off like how Japanese characters work? Right. I haven't gotten to this part in IBO, so yeah. Rebake. All right. Thank you. I will. This will be the last time I'll say rebake. The one time it's simple English, I know. Well, Gujion is not, because it's like, all right, Gundam. All right, good, easy. The next one, everyone wants to say Gujin because it's fusion with the G, but it's Gujion. All right, fine. All right, then that means that must be rebake, right? Incorrect. It is rebake. All right, like they do like a 180 halfway through the card name, right? It just proves I need to watch more IBO. I'm on like episode like 30 something. I will be caught up through it by the time the set releases. I did want to get there when the Star Deck came out and I failed. So, but I think this one is a trap. All right, this one they're like let's really pull the 180 on the naming for this one. I think Akihiro is a really good pilot though. A card that just lets you draw one pretty easily, even if it's just like a level 1 or a level 2 card, which are just like vanillas right now, is pretty good. So there it is. It's pronounced Reebok with just no E on the end. I can't. Whatever. Chicken bake. We've got a Little Gundam X. During pair with a Vulture pilot, destroy. Choose one Vulture unit that is level 5 or higher from your trash. Add to your hand. That's kind of good. That means that you can trash your bigger units earlier in the game, and then you can get them back when you can use them. So that's kind of good there too. I love this art. This art's fantastic. This is Zedos, which again, tell me I'm wrong. During pair attack, you can choose one of your other units, destroy it. If you do, choose one enemy unit that's level 4 or lower, and you get to do 2 damage to it. That's actually really good. That's really, really, really good. I'm a big fan of this card. I'll have to see like all the Vulture stuff, but that's pretty nice. All right. We have the Ryusei Go Gray's Custom 2. I think this card was revealed already. Deploy, choose one enemy unit, deal 1 damage to. If you do, draw one. Or sorry, choose one of your own units to get a draw 1, trash 1, and it links with any Tekkadan pilot. Pretty good. This card seems pretty solid. It stinks that I wish it was a 2-3. If it was a 2-3, I'd feel a little bit happier about this card. But because you can choose your own unit, and then but it can get like bopped too. But I think you play 3 copies of the Barbatos first form, and then you can play like 2 copies of this, right? Zetas, all right. I can see it. Zetas. We got Gundam Airmaster, which is a great name, and honestly, the art that goes with it is really cool. This is just as like a design of like an aesthetic for a card. This is great. It just has blocker though, but it's a cool looking blocker, and it links with Vulture stuff, right? So, oh, it's is it not Vulture? Maybe. Oh, it's Vegan. Okay. Which I'm sure I'm pronouncing that one wrong too, but there it is. We've got Leopard, a reskin of Heavy Arms. Am I wrong? Let me know. Deploy if you have 7 more cards in your trash. Choose one enemy unit that's level 4 or lower and rest it. That's actually not too bad. Off a unit like this, I'd have to see what Loy does, but I could see this card being okay and situational. We have the Hyakuri. This is a Teiwa's unit, so which links with Teiwa's trait. When paired with a purple pilot, though, if you have 3 or more Teiwa's Tekken cards in your trash, Choose one enemy with 3 or less AP and rested. That's probably fine. Let's see. I was correct on Vagon. Sick. Good. It's Tekkenen's really interesting when it's so, because there's 3 kind of traits you have to balance. So you have Tekkenen, you've got Teiwaz, and you've got Galahorn, right? So like it depends on like, because this one doesn't work with Galahorn, but Galahorn doesn't really have. We'll look at the white cards after this, but yeah, it's fine. It's an uncommon, so that should tell you what they feel about it. We have Amida's Hakurin. This is with a Teiwaz unit, so it's fine, right? It's a vanilla Gundam with Teiwaz Link. Airmaster Fighter form, sick. It's just the 3-2 Vulture trait Link, which it seems like they're really prioritizing these kind of stat lines, where it's a 3-3 level 3-2 cost that links with something. So like, I think they're kind of pushing like these mini Roselles that have links, which is nice. We got Gundam Leopard again. During your turn when there's 7 more cards in trash, this unit can't receive damage from enemy commands. Interesting. I don't think that's relevant in this meta right now, but there could be some. We'll look at commands too. Close combat's like the only thing that does damage consistently that people kind of play are like ace pilots, but it's probably fine. Janice Custom. It's a Zaku 1. Gaffrin. Same thing. It's a purple version of like the 2-3 1 cost that can attack players. That's okay. Baktol. It's the same thing, but it has it costs 1 more because it can attack enemies. Okay, Barbato's 3rd form. Okay, I don't think I've seen this card, but it's a common. Deploy, deal 2 damage to this unit. Okay, so it just starts off damaged, but then if we play it with blue and we can heal it, that's cool. I'm kind of down for this. That's actually kind of fun. I can see this card being kind of broken in the future, if not now. That's cool. I know it's just like it's a funny, just vanilla card, but I love cards that do these things. It's like we've got amazing stats, but we've got a negative effect. But if you can mitigate the negative effect, the card is broken. So I think it's a. I'm looking forward to maybe doing so, and the fact that it just has links with generic Teiwa or Tekkenen is also kind of worth it as well. So that's kind of nice. All right, that's it for purple. All right, we made it. We made it to the white cards, which purple seems okay. I'd have to like I guess see like more of the Vulture pilots, but like there are like a lot of like next steps for purple when it comes like to the Tekken and stuff. But we also, I could be wrong, our only thing that we can recycle still with the Akihiro is still simply the mobile worker and the grazed custom, which I'm not convinced that is enough for Akihiro, but maybe I'm just wrong there. We got 3rd form. Which 3rd form? Is there maybe there's like a purple pilot that we're missing? Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. If you're like damaged, you get a high maneuver. I'm guessing maybe a Tekken pilot. Regardless. Right, Zeta Gundam. I think this card was revealed quite a bit ago too. During Link, activate main once per turn. Choose mobile worker, and that's a lot. I mean, like it's like I could see like this card being important enough because you could do something where like you play this out early and then you can get the boost to like get your additional effects. It's probably okay. I'd have to just look through it though. Yeah, but Zeta Gundam. All right, another fun question. So AEUG, is that pronounced just like that, where you say the letters, or is it is it Ayug? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna say AEUG moving forward until corrected. But during Link, activate main once per turn. Choose one active friendly base. Rest it. If you do, set this unit is active and it can't choose the enemy players as attack targets during this turn. So I do like the idea of I like the idea that this card, like this whole archetype is all about bases and doing things extra with your bases at the same time. So I think that's something that's really cool with specifically these ones, and we go from there. Close to a Yug. Gotcha. Just turn the E to a Y. Easy. Hey, Yug? Okay, I've never done that in my life. I'll never do it again, but I had to do it the one time. So, but the Zeta Gundam, it looks good, right? Being able to like pretty easily restand this, and also being a level 6 cost 5, it seems like it's going to be difficult to interact with this, right? Ayug. Okay. Like Ayug. Okay. Hey, Yug has me dying. That honestly, that helps me so much. It's probably sad how much that helps me, but it does help quite a bit. All right, Gundam Kamaris here. This is also revealed. This is a Galahorn unit as well, and it links with Galio. But deploy if there are 4 more Galahorn cards in your trash, draw 2 and discard 2. That's fine, right? Like overflowing affection on a unit without like on deploy seems fine. I'll have to see like more of the Galahorn stuff. We'll see there. Please show the all arts. Let me see if I can get TCG Plus up on this easily. We've got Gundam Mark II Ayug. Deploy if a friendly white base is in play. You can pair 1 Ayug pilot card from your hand with this unit. That's actually kind of nice. That's actually a really neat little mechanic. So you can also like play a base and then for 1, and then you can do that. That's pretty nice. It's not too bad. We've got Hyaku Shiki. I think this card was revealed too. Blocker, and then when a friendly white base is in play, not to be confused with a friendly white base team card is in play, this unit gets repair 1, and it links with Quattro, which is interesting. So that repair 1's not too bad. That's probably fine for a blocker too. We've got Kartas. Oh my goodness, Karta Magic is in this game. That's crazy. Gray's Ritter, ground type. During your opponent's turn, the enemy unit battling this unit gains first strike. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this. It's interesting. Interesting. So it trades really aggressively. I saw this pop up. This was, I think, revealed today, and it's a Galahorn, right? So you got really good stats, but then you lose if they try to go for it. What else? Compare any level pilots? I think so. I'm gonna guess yes. All right. An interesting card. We got the Gundam Aerial Rebuild. This was revealed a long time ago. I'm actually really excited for this card. I felt like there wasn't any like big boss monsters for like the Academy trait, so like, and it links with Soletta, and like this just seems really good, and it has high maneuver generically, right? And then you can give it blocker as well. So like you can do something where you play it, you have Soletta, you can restand it. Like, you know, Academy blockers are kind of already a thing. Really excited for this card. This card should be fun, and I know a lot of people testing it. We got Rick Diaz here. Choose 1 active friendly base. Rested. If you do, choose 1 enemy unit that's level 4 or lower. It gets AP -2 during this battle, which having like a persistent Kira effect on a unit like this one seems pretty good. Pretty good. I think that's fine. Buster Gundam. When this unit has 5 or more AP, it gains blocker, and then it links with the coordinator trait, which is great. Honestly, I'm a big fan of this too. I want triple ship alliance to work, even though like there's really no cards that really call out that trait. I think it's really cool. And coordinator trait means that you can put in red, white, and then you can either use, like, honestly, this is the fact that you can link this with Atherin is really good, right? When linked during this turn, this unit may attack an active enemy unit that's level 5 or lower as its attack target. So just being able to say another unit for Atherin to be able to link with and get like the aggressive damage over it, even without the breach, is fine. And then this also being able to link with Kira as well is nice. I think this card's great in a lot of ways. So I'm a big fan of that one. We have Ainz Schwalbe Graze. It is the same thing. It is. See this one does have the Galahorn trait, and it has the link, and it has it on the card. So I'm guessing that other card, which the image was slightly wrong. That's nice though. Another Galahorn card, right? It's probably fine. You can't Archangel restand, right? Because you have to tap Archangel, so you have to use like the bases that don't do that. What else? We got Gundam Farak, which we've had copies of this card before. It's just a vanilla 5/4. interesting. But it's Academy, and it links with Elon, so we'll have to see with that. I don't think we've seen that pilot. And we have just regular Rick Dawes. It's just a blocker. You know, that's probably fine for a blocker. I don't think like the AU trait calls out for units that much. We also have Nemo. It's the gym for the set. I'm so mad they didn't make a clan unit that was a gym, like a level 2 1 cost 2/2. I feel like that would have helped the deck a lot. So it's unfortunate that it doesn't have that. We have Methus here. Deploy. If a friendly white base is in play, choose one enemy unit. It gets AP -2 during this turn. I think it's really difficult for decks to defend bases sometimes. So I'm kind of worried that it might be a bit expensive for this archetype when it's so easy to remove bases. Elon was in GD01. That's not great. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Is this one. Sorry, I've always just read it as enhanced person number 4. But that makes more sense. Okay, gotcha. Because that was with this card. So you get to turn into a 7/5, and then you can repair one at the action. If you know, it's fine. It's fine. We got that one. We got Galio's. If you have another Gallhorn unit, play against blocker. This card's actually kind of good. This actually seems pretty good. I know it's a common. I'm actually really... This is fine. Because it's a 3/3 blocker that it's very easy when there is like the... when Gallahorn has a gym, that's really easy to do. And when you're needing to do that, I have to remember what Galio's effect is, but this card actually seems really good for the deck. Is there anything else for this one that I needed to do? Oh yeah, it's just it's all in on deploy though. AP -2. That's probably useful, but again, like with white bases up, it's tough. If you're on his turn, choose one Gallon unit set to active. This would be great if it was an opponent's turn, but that's fine. Oh, we have another Academy card. Ooh, actually, kind of like this one. Look at me getting all excited about all these common cards. But like using Soletta to turn this into a 2/4, or being able to like link with any Academy trait pilot, which wait. Pilot. That card's probably not good. This card's probably actually really good with it, and then Soletta, obviously. I'm kind of this seems kind of interesting. This seems really, really interesting. Just like the stat line's really cool. Turns into a 2/5. Yeah, 2/5 is kind of absurd, especially when you get to restand the thing. But then you can also give it. There's no pilot that gives it repair, and because it's a white one. But you can also just use like sincerely. Don't be mad. We can build our own Gundam Ilfrith at home, right? Like that's crazy. What if I told you could make this a 2/4 blocker? That's insane. That's absurd. That's crazy. 2/4 blocker? Who would have thought? Who would have thought that's going to be good? But no, 1/3 is like a really unique stat line in this game. So it's cool to see that. All right, that's it for the unit cards. We're going to jump right into our pilots here. So we've got 4 Murasame. That's probably almost correct. This is a Cyber New type Titans type card, so that's cool. During Link, once returned during your turn, when this unit recovers HP, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, you get to draw 1. That's a lot of text to get a draw 1, but we'll take what we can get. And it's a 2/1. It's probably fine. That's interesting, though. We'll take what we can get for drawing 1s. We've got Jared here. If you have another Titans unit in play, this gets AP +1, so this is a +2/1. It has to be a different Titans unit, but that's probably fine. And then yeah, we've got Orga, Krot, and Shani. These are biological CPU type pilot here. If this is a blue unit, choose one enemy unit with blocker and rest it. This is just worse Amuro, so that's too bad. But hey, worse Amuro is still good. I'm gonna be honest. So, and you know, it does link with a lot of things. I didn't see anything. I don't remember anything particularly good with biological CPU, and hopefully there's some like command pilots with the trait. But, yeah, interesting. For 4, which 4? Which 4? Is that the? Is that a unit, or is that like the? Is that like a maybe a command I haven't seen yet? I guess it's a command I haven't seen yet. Oh, it's a sword strike link? Okay. This can rest the freedom versus Amuro. Sure, right? But like, it seems like it's a little, I mean, like, you're better at resting blockers, but then at that point, like, you're just better at high maneuvers better. I don't know. I'm not convinced yet, but it can be fine. And it has to be when linked too, instead of Amuro just when paired. For the pilot, maybe I'm just the dummy. Oh, this is, yeah, okay, sorry. Murasame is what I read. I did not read the 4. I see now. Before last card, yeah, I see. Does anyone else seem like this like band is like coming out of his head? Does anyone else see that? That's what I'm seeing. That it's like he's got like a unicorn banner coming out of his head. I know that's not what's happening. I know it's not what's happening, but I can't unsee it. Alright? Doesn't it like look like it's like unraveling from his forehead? Maybe that's just me. Yeah, lots added today, for sure. Alright, we got Flit. This card was around as Earth Federation and like links with almost everything in the deck. Top 3 cards of your deck, reveal 1 green Earth Federation unit card or 1 card with Age Device. Return the remaining to bomb your deck. So like a card draw that like links with everything in your deck is probably fine. It doesn't really do anything about the board, but like this seems okay. Let's see. We got Lala, which we kind of talked about already. We've got Shalia Bowl. We have another unit with high maneuver in play. This gets AP +1, so that's kind of nice. And it's the fact that this is a Xeon unit that has like +1, +2 is really, I'm a big fan of like the stats around this card, so it's interesting. We have Karn here, so burst when paired. If this unit is red, choose one enemy level. Then okay, so this is like a when paired effect of Marita Cruz, and if I remember correctly, this links with the yes, the Kubele. So being able to essentially deal 3 damage to something, because it's when it paired an attack, so you pair with it first, you get the damage, and then you can get the extra 2 damage if you need to, and then you have suppression. So that's a pretty good combo. That's a pretty good combo there. A lot of new type. Yeah, like I want to build like a new type deck. I think they've got like a lot of things that like let you do that, so I think that's cool. We have Shagia Frost. During link attack, choose one of your new UNE units. It gains AP +2 during this turn. Okay, which can include this one, so you can make this a +3 +2, which is neat if you're linked. We have Olba Frost. During your turn, when this unit destroys an enemy unit paired with a new type pilot with battle damage. Okay, that's cool. Like I'm sure there's great lore reasons for that, and it's cool that they made the art so he's right here and that she's like right here. Are they right here? I don't know. Olba, let me know. Is Olba male, female presenting? Let me know. I might have made an oopsie. Let me know. But like, it's cool that they did that. But like, I don't know. I don't think this is good. I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of new type, but it's strictly new type and not cyber new type. Interesting. Male, got it. Will not make the mistake again. But like, interesting. All right, we've got Jared Ran and Tifa Adil. This is Vulture and new type. So like, there are like new types, obviously like the most popular like trait I think for pilots. So it's not like outrageous, but it's interesting. When paired, discard 1. If you do, look top 3, reveal a Vulture unit card among them at your hand. I would much rather this said add 1 Vulture, and then if you did discard a card, but that's fine. You have to build a little bit tighter for this. Top 3 is just like so low. in this game. Like a lot of other Bandai card games, the standard is like top 5. So top 3 is like really specific. Like even if you're playing in archetype, top 3 can miss if you have to play like a lot of like color-based like standard cards. So that might be a little bit tough. But it's like, you know, being able to pair and draw one, like cycle one. The fact that you have to, like, you're going card neutral too. I don't know. It's probably fine. I feel like it's like a little bit inconsistent. We have Lofter Franklin here, being able to. It's Teiwaz. I think is it the only Teiwaz pilot? It's the only Teiwaz pilot that they made, and they gave a bunch of Teiwaz trait stuff, which was interesting. At least Teiwaz without being command pilots, just standard pilot, right? Let's see. But if this unit is damaged in level 5 or lower, it gains high maneuver. So, which is good. High maneuver is a great ability, right? So, and I don't think any of the Teiwaz stuff like damaged itself though. There was like this one. Yeah, that doesn't do it. This doesn't do it. I mean, you can easily damage your own cards. Don't get me wrong, but it just needs like another like combo piece. It's not like just Char high maneuver all the time kind of thing, and links with like every card in your deck. So it's fine. It's fine. But like you can, if you have like a different unit like later, you can give it high maneuver. You probably play like a copy or 2 of this, but I don't know. It's maybe too much. We've got Dazzle Galette here. When linked, you may choose one Vagon unit, and that is level 2 or lower. From your trash, play its cost to deploy it. So, level 2 or lower. I'm going back and forth here. You can play that one. You can play this one. Those are actually not too bad. But that's it. Yeah, we have 8 units that we could play, and they're like HP 3, AP 2. It could be worse. Is it when linked? It's only when linked, and you have to pay the cost for it. I don't think it's worth it right now. It seems like too much, but maybe I'm the one who's wrong. All right, we got Camille here. Burst, add this card to your hand. When there is a friendly white unit, white base in play, this unit gets AP +2. So turning this into a +3/+2 is pretty nice. If you have bases out, which you probably should always. We've got Quattro, which is also named Char. So that means I know a lot of people have already built some like green-white decks to have like 4 Chars in the deck. It's new type, but it's not Xeon type, which does mess up a little bit for the Xeon part. But just having anything that like you can link with all these Char stuff anyway, so it's really nice. You only get the draw 1, discard 1 if it's an AU target, but that's fine. It's what it is. We have Galio. If you have 4 more Galio cards, you trash. Choose one enemy unit. Gets AP -2 for the turn. It's worse Kira, but it's like level 3, so that's fine. Dramatic turnabout. Sorry, turnaround. Sorry, no, it is turnabout. It is turnabout. Okay, sorry. I'm so like I don't know. Okay, this is a sidebar. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Twitter account, but they've been very active lately. Suspiciously active for a game company that hasn't made a new game in over a year now in the series. Actually, it's been longer than that. They've made new games. They've made like re-releases, but I am so ready for Ace Attorney 7 to be announced. You guys I cannot describe how ready I am for that. So anyways, that aside, you just get to draw 1 on the burst, choose one friendly damage unit, it recovers 2 HP, then draw 1. This is fine, right? I don't think this is like a terrible draw 1, right? I don't think that's too bad. And I like the art. The art's very fun for it. So unironically though, like recover 2 on something that you would need it to is cool. I wish it was like activate like an action because it is a level 5. I could see this seeing like a little bit of play, but we'll see from there. But beneath the mask, this is just a 1 command. Choose one 2 enemies level 2 or lower. Rest them. I think that's too situational. We have Maurer's Determination. This is a Titans pilot command. Main action. Choose one friendly Titans unit. Gets AP +2 during the turn. I can see playing like 2 of these if you need more Titan stuff, but I don't know if you will. We've got the Age device. You can add an Asino family pilot card from your trash to your hand, and then also if you have an Age system unit in play, you get to play 1 EX resource, which seems pretty good. That means if you start the turn on 4, you get to go to 5 with the EX resource, and then 6 with the other one. So this is like seems like really good to go from 4 to 5. and then on the next turn you can go from 6 to 7. So I could see this card being played, especially since you discard. What kind of card do you discard? It has to be a unit. Unit card. That's too bad. If it's just a Earth. Oh, this doesn't have a type, so I guess that's fine too. But you will get this stuck in your hand, which is kind of unfortunate. You kind of need ways to recycle it, so we'll see if that happens. Turning point of history we talked about. This is definitely worth building an archetype around for this effect, so I hope people do it. Valedictorian. This is Xavier here. Xeon new type pilot. Choose one enemy unit token. It can't receive battle damage. Or sorry, one of your enemy. Sorry. Choose one of your unit tokens. It can't receive battle damage from an enemy unit this battle. So that's actually kind of nice. Tokens have they're easier to remove than anything else. Having the Xeon and new type trait is actually really important too. So I could see this occasionally, right? Be kind of good. So we'll see. Tekkadan and Teiwaz, yeah, for sure. There could be some stuff for that. I don't really know what the Teiwaz part adds to it quite yet. So we'll see. We'll see. White Wolf. Where's the consistency? Just add the extra O. During this battle, your shield and your shield era cards can't receive damage from enemy units that are level 3 or lower. So it's like a different version of the Quattro from Operation Meteor. I think this card can be fine. It's just like the Green Earth Federation stuff seems like it links with a lot of things, so I think that's fine. You play like 2 of this, and you keep going. And we're still in command. Yeah, all range attack. This is the art for this is sick. Choose one enemy, deal 1 damage to it. Main, deal 1 damage to all enemy units other than link units. Interesting. That's a cool card. Very situational, but that's really cool. That's really cool. I think the issue with this is that I think it seems like they're using more generic links starting in set 2 compared to set 1. So there are a lot of cases where this doesn't hit anything, but like if like a token deck does very well, or like, you know, purple's doing well and they have a lot of units that they've damaged themselves down to 1 with, I could see this card getting a little bit of use. So maybe like 1 or 2 if the meta calls for it. It wouldn't be in my first draft of any decks though. That one looks a lot stronger. Oh, that's fun. This is the scene from the anime too. Choose one friendly clan unit during this turn. It may choose an active enemy unit that is level 4 or lower as its attack target. Okay. We have like first strike in this deck, so that can be kind of good. Undying persistence. Oh yeah, we got Shiko Shugai here, clan and new type. Main action, choose one enemy unit, deal 1 damage to it. Oh man, this is so good. You guys know one of my favorite cards in this set to splash into decks is the Thoroughly Damaged. A Thoroughly Damaged that gives me +1 AP and can be main in action and it's enemy and unit of anything. This card is great. And it's a new type thing. So like you could also like if you're playing Kshatriya, it's just a level a new type pilot, so you could also just like deal 2 damage for that. This card's great. Big fan. This card is fantastic. This might be like one of the best command pilots they've ever released. Unkidding. And it's a common. You got yeah, like we showed Eggman all these like super cool LR cards, but he keeps going off about all these commons. I don't understand it. Oh, you can put it in the Shamblo too. Correct. That's very fun. That's a very fun card. I'm immediately interested in this one. That's very cool. Too bad it's main and action. Why is that bad? Why is that bad? Isn't it good that it's both? If it was only main, it'd feel bad. But like being able to do that extra damage somewhere. Like the only issue with this card is it doesn't have burst. But like, what a good pilot. This is a nice card. All right. We got Awakened Power. Choose one unit card that's level 5 or lower. If you trash, pay its cost to deploy it. I think this card is generally good. Right? It's level 5 or lower, but it doesn't mean that it's cost 5 or lower. So there are so many cases where you're like, all right, cool. Well, the extra 2 to play the card that I really need to play is really nice. It can be any purple thing. I think this is fine. I think this card's fine. When Link, yeah, no, but it's a. I think it's fine that it doesn't have like a when linked effect, because then it would be. I don't think any of the command pilots really have that, if I remember correctly. They're always supposed to just be vanilla pilots, but this card seems insane. Decisive Last Resort. Card art looks amazing, and it's a rare, so I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Choose one enemy units level 3 or lower, get to deal 2 damage to it. Fine. And then main, choose 6 purple cards that are in your trash, exile them from the game. Which, cool. I mean, do you think they chose the word exile just because this is Gundam X? And they're like, these both have X in them. It's gonna work out great. If you do choose one enemy unit, you get to destroy it. I think this is pretty good. I think there's a bunch of decks that you play like 1 or 2 copies of this. I'm not a big fan of Fatal Strike, but this card I'm a little bit more. You play like 1 or 2 copies in it, because like the burst effect can be pretty good too. What else? What else we got? Oh, yeah, okay, we've seen this one. Momentary Respite. Respite. Sorry, Respite. Sorry, I know it's Respite. Brain fart. Draw 1, main, choose 1 purple pilot card from your trash, add it to your hand. You know, more purple pilots are pretty good. Being able to destroy Wing Zero, yeah, that's pretty big. We have Sisterly Care. Okay, so it's another Teiwaz pilot. Main action, a friendly Teiwaz Link unit in play. Choose one enemy unit with 2 or less AP, get to destroy it. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So what you could do is that you could use an AP minus effect and then use this to destroy something outright. That's kind of neat. I don't know if it's good, but it's neat. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't think it works if you play like the purple white stuff, but this is an interesting card. Mark it down as interesting. Its name is Ryusei Go. All right, and main action, choose 1 damage. Oh, and this is Norba Shino. Okay. Choose 1 damage. Friendly unit gets AP +2 during the turn. This one's just okay. Yeah, Teiwaz. It feels like they spread themselves too thin with Teiwaz, Tekkadan, and Galahorn stuff. That there's not really enough of any of them, unfortunately. Familial Devotion. Did I just forget to put the main action? Man, if this is the card that's printed, whoops. This got a big old slash right there, and like, cool. Don't know what it means. That's very funny. If that ends up being what's in print. Sad, but funny. Choose 1 friendly vulture unit, gets AP +2 during this turn. Okay. Rad Dreams with the raid. Thank you very much. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you. But very funny. I think some of the card arts for here are probably not the correct ones. Hopefully that get printed. Comrades come first. If you have 7 more cards in your trash, choose 1 friendly vulture unit during this turn. It may choose an active enemy unit that's level 4 or lower as an attack target, so you get to like attack into something. Does vulture have breach effects? I don't think it does, but it's fine. You have to like the command pilot has to be like really good to be able to play. The only ones that we've been seeing play is Haku Vandemian, and if you're like me and you just end up playing thoroughly damaged. Are there any other command pilots that I'm missing? Let me see that we would play in this set that we've been playing before. I've seen people try Iron Fisted Disciple, Haku Demian for sure, Blue Giant like very seldomly. Yeah, not right. I guess Troa sometimes, but by and large, yeah, the effect has to be really, really good for it to be a command pilot. This card was revealed a while ago too. New sign. Choose 1 Ayug base card from your trash, add it to your hand. That's actually kind of good in my mind. Just like any way to like get the card cycle, and then obviously the main draw 3, discard 2. I'm afraid that's like a little bit expensive for like. Also, you could have used like First Contact and like just drawn 2 cards, but it just really I guess depends on like how important like digging that 1 card deeper is. So there it is. Covert Operative and Fortress Defense. Really? Covert Operative. I have never seen this card in this sleeve. But it has Academy trait. And then the other one you said was Fortress Fortress Defense. Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right. Dozel Zabi was played occasionally. Yeah. But yeah, I know like there's different color identities, and the fact that it has a burst means that it's better in those regards, but I think people will try this, and it'll be interesting to see what's better. Show of Resolve or this or both. There just need to also just be like some slightly better cards for like white command cards, so this can help you there too. Heart set on Revenge. I don't think I've seen this one. Choose one enemy with 4 or less HP. Battling a friendly unit with blocker, return it to its owner's hand. Interesting. And then Ein Dalton, it's a Galahorn, +1. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. It's cool. It's a Galahorn. I just haven't seen enough for you to be able to use Galahorn. Oh, and Persistent and Fortuitous. Or Fortuitousness. Action, if you have a Galahorn link unit in play, choose one enemy, it gets AP -3 for the battle. That's kind of good on a command. Yeah, this is Carta issue, and then interesting. Galahorn link unit is maybe tough. Maybe a tough call in a deck that usually plays a bunch of different archetypes, but I like the idea of this card. It's probably okay. All right, we've got Aspiring Pilot here. Action, choose one of your Yug pilot units or bases, recovers 2 HP. That's kind of nice. And then it just gets to get a +1 AP, or HP. That's fine. Fine. All right, and then we're in our shield, our bases, and I think that's it for this. So Dominion, I think we've seen. One shield in your hand, and choose one friendly blue unit, recovers 2. It's fine. For a 1 HP cost base, that's actually okay. I think that's fine. Alexandria, add 1 shield in your hand and choose 1 rested enemy. It's level 4 lower. You get to deal 1 damage to it. It's fine too. I could see you definitely playing like in like blue purple ping. I could see this card being played. Sodon, we've seen before. Add 1 shield to your hand, then choose 1 friendly unit token. I'm sorry, friendly unit token. During its turn, it may choose an active unit with 5 or less AP. Okay. It doesn't have to be. It could be like a Tall Geese, and then you replace it like the Corsica base. And the previous turn, you play this, and then your active enemies. Okay, that's fine. Diva. This is a Earth Federation warship. First, deploy, add 1 shield. Then on your turn, if you are level 7 or higher, all friendly green Earth Federations. No, that's just like a generic during your turn. Get AP +1. That's actually not too bad. This one actually seems kind of worth it. Guadon. Add 1 of your shields to your hand. Then if it's your turn, discard 1 red card to draw 1. That's okay. I think it could have been both players' turns. Whatever. Suji's Hideout, which is a clan card. Choose one enemy unit with level 4 lower, deal 1 damage to it, but only when destroyed. Okay. The fact that it kind of has AP 1, that's kind of neat. That's all I have. I think it's fine. What else? But it's probably like better than like some of the other bases, right? Clan Battle's not like super good. It's like more situational, right? And then Kanban Ko. This one's okay. This was a level 3 one. I think I'd probably be more inclined to play this base instead of the Clan Battle one, if I'm being honest. So it's probably a slight upgrade. Let's see what else. Oh, we're almost done. Oh shoot, we're like super duper almost done. We just saw this one. Frieden, deploy this card, place the top 2 cards of your deck in trash. Okay, yeah, you play 4 copies of this because they care about that. We got Hammerhead, Tewaz. Add 1 shield to your hand. Then if your turn and a friendly Tewaz link unit is played, choose 1 enemy unit with 2 or less AP, destroy it. Okay, that's actually okay. Actually, this one's kind of good. Another common. I could definitely see some interactions, especially if you're playing like purple white. and you like use unforeseen incident, and then you play Hammerhead, and then you get to destroy something that was 5 AP or less. That's kind of good. That's kind of good, right? Having a Tewa's Link unit might be expensive, but like otherwise, kind of good. I could see this card being good. Maybe play like 2 copies of it. So, wait, it's Tewa's. It's Tewa's, not Tekkaden. This card is kind of okay. Tekkaden's way better than Tewa's. I was like, man, they just gave Tekkaden a super good base, but no, it's Tewa's. Tewa's is a little bit tougher to justify playing this card. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, you could still make like a purple-white like Tewa's deck too. But yeah, Tekkaden would have been better, but that's fine. All right, we got Argama. Add one of your shows to your hand, then this base can't receive enemy effect damage. So this plays around Breach, which is pretty nice. It does not play around High Maneuver though, so that's kind of tricky for against any decks that play that. It will prevent you from having bases on the board, which is pretty tricky. And then we have the Sleipnir. I did not say this correctly. And this is Galahorn. It's interesting that they have this whole archetype around bases, and then they only printed 1 for Ayug, right? That's kind of interesting. Add 1 card to shoot with your hand, then if a friendly Galahorn unit is in play, choose 1 enemy unit. It gets AP -2 during this turn. That's okay. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. And then we got our resources. So we got Psycho Gundam. That one's sick. We've got Epion. We've got the Age one. We've got Red Gun. I'm gonna need 5 copies of this stat. I'm also guessing they're doing like the same common plus stuff. I'm curious which one will get like the double plus. It's probably gonna be the G-Quux. What am I kidding? It's gonna be G-Quux. But this one's the profile of G-Quux is really cool. We got Gundam X. We've got Barbatos as well. It could also be Barbatos, Zeta Gundam. Maybe if they're doing 10, they're going to do double of them. You know what I mean? Because at least they have 10 in this one. If that's the case, I'll probably get 1 of each common plus. It's the easiest. It is like a good base to defend, right? Like, it's clearly very good. It's just like, if you have an archetype bait, you know, around bases, 4 bases are not enough, right? What's our other one? From there, like Kusanagi's probably fine, right? You can play that one. Archangel's kind of good, but you have to rest this unit. Oh no, you don't. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you had to rest Archangel. Maybe I'm thinking Vesalius. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, okay. Archangel's better. Okay, for some reason in my mind, I'm like, you have to rest it. Maybe I'm thinking Earthhouse. Yeah, okay, Earthhouse has to rest. Okay. Earthhouse and Vesalius. Okay. Or Vesalius. So, okay, that's fine. That's fine. White really does need like a level 2 1-cost base that has 6 HP, though. It does feel bad not having that. And this is only Academy stuff. So, yeah, it's Argama and Archangel, I guess. And then if you want to play Kusanagi, you can. Because this does like have like the additional effect and stuff. All right, let's see if we can find the alts. Let me go to TCG Plus on a different one. Bandai, TCG Plus. It's thinking. Let's see. Let me see. This is in Japanese. Don't ask why. I guess if we put common plus. Oh, actually, search for. All right, there's no common plus. U plus. They gave Airmaster an alt. Sick. And Leopard. Gotcha. Rare plus, baby. Oh, where's the search button? There's the search. All right, sick. All right, we got Titans. Tallgeese. Oh, man. Tallgeese looks sick. Tallgeese looks really sick. What else we got? Spallo. Oh, man. This Red Gundam. I'm not convinced this car is good for, like, for this, but, man, I need one. Red Gundam's, like... I think I've shown it off before. Where is he? Where's the Red Gundam? I watched G-Clux, and here, I think he's over here. I watched G-Clux and then like immediately ordered a Gunpla kit for it and made it like as soon as it showed up. Like, really love the design of this. He's one of my favorite Gundams ever. So I don't need much convincing for that. We have Astron. We've got Sugai's Gogug. We've got Hyakushiki. We've got the Cardagraze Reader ground type. We've got the 4 Murasame. This is a fun art. We've got the Flitz. We've got Haman. We've got the... I like that all these pilots have additional ones. Oh, we have Camille Biden too. Nice. And then the dramatic turnabout. Oh, man. Oh, man. Love this art. I hope the car is good. All right, and then let's go to the SRs. Or the, sorry, LRs. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. I think you guys can see it pretty good. All right. Psycho Gundam, sick. Oh, that's actually really cool. With like the street signs and everything. Love it. Epion, okay. Awesome. Elmith, great. Age 1. I'm going to hit it with a fine. Cubely, awesome. Versago, great. Oh, man. Is this... Oh, this is a double plus. Oh, man. That's so pretty. That's a really pretty card. That's very, very nice. I've got Gundam X. I did see this one. This one is specifically one of my favorites. Barberto's first form gets an LR double plus. That's insane. That's really nice. Imagine someone walks up with 4 of these playing their Barberto's deck. That's really good. The Gujan Rebake, very nice. I like the black and white. It kind of reminds me more of like a like the Beta alt arts. That's cool. We've got Zeta Gundam, very nice. And then we've got the Kamaris. Yeah, I don't think there's any stinkers here. How do I low react Epion? I only low react because I saw this on Twitter earlier. That's it. Quebline Hyakushiki. Oh, that's cool. Where was that one? Okay, yeah, I can see that be the case. Yeah, even the base. Yeah, my gosh. Oh, well, is there a... There's not an LR plus version of this, only double plus. Am I seeing that correctly? Unless they got them mixed up. Because this, I technically searched for LR plus. Okay, they did. That's very funny. That's very funny. Oh boy. All right. So hey, that's good. That's good at least, right? Yeah. Oh man, that is awesome. That is very funny. That's very funny. As someone who does like a lot of website editing and like how easy it is just to like flip the script on those, that's very funny. So yeah, it's yeah, they just on this, I'm sure they're gonna fix that very quickly. But the yeah, so the plus looks great, and then honestly, this one looks fantastic too. This one looks fantastic. But I know a certain couple somebodies that are like, man, I am such a big fan of Iron Blooded Orphans, and like if I look at TCG Player right now for the LR plus for Gundam, because I do watch a lot of the the G-Quux in the Red Gundam. Is that true? All right, sold. Clan deck's gonna be great. That's very good. Very, very good. But yeah, like the if I look at the singles, right? Where are the double plus? Like the resource double plus is like whatever. All right. Okay. Yeah, the double pluses are around $600, which I think they dipped to like 300 for a bit. But also, neither of them are playable cards. For all this IBO stuff, yeah, I can understand. I still want to have a couple copies of like the Showa Resolve Uncommon Plus. If anyone has any extra copies of those, let me know. I will buy them from you. I just want to have 2, especially since I'm getting the other 2 for like a 4-play set. I've never been like an alt art kind of guy, but they've done such a good job with Gundam that I've been really tempted, unlike any other. So, but yeah, first form's going to be expensive even as base, and then I can see this card. They know what they're doing, right? This card is just incredibly playable, and they have 3 different arts for it, and all of them are really good. So, when are we getting an LR double plus base? I'll say never. I would, so it's very difficult to call something a staple in a format that we don't know what it's going to look like anyways. Gundam also, based on my experience with Set 1, is a very living card game, meaning that the format shifts around a lot, at least more than any other card game that I currently play right now. So it's very difficult to say staple. I think the only staples that exist right now are like Amuro Gundam, L-Strike and Kira, and honestly, that's kind of it. Those 2 cards are worth building decks around and giving up one of your pilot spaces for, I think, right now. There could be like 1 or 2 other cards that I could be missing out, but those cards are like stupid good. And the reason why I think blue and white are really good are those 2 cards exist, or those 4 cards existing. If you're playing any Tekiden deck, though, I think you got to play 4 of this. So it just depends if Tekiden is incredibly viable, and my only issue with it is that it seems to be a little scattered between Tekiden, Teiwaz, and Galahorn. So it might be difficult to fuse all 3 of those together in a way that works really well. Is that the one in the binder? I think this is the one in the no, I think the binder has the starter deck one. I'd have to double check. Yeah. You missed some R pluses? Was there a different page that I needed to go to? Let me see. Oh, scrolling. Okay, that card's sick. Age Device. All range attack, unsure. Awakened Power, likely good. Momentary, okay, we saw these. No, Momentary Respite. Was there? No, it was like a promo. But this card's nice. And then, oh, okay. Is this our first all-art base? That's sick. That's actually really, really sick. All right, thank you for letting me know. I definitely missed this one. So, that's really nice. Yeah, I think, like, it's clear that they've noticed that Amuro was, like, too good of a card for it, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, that's going to be it for, like, the video part of this one. So I know that we talked for, please don't say 90 minutes. 2 hours. Whoops. But I hope this was fun. I hope if you watched this live or if you watched it not live, this was, you know, a fun little romp through some cards and, like, looking at my first opinions for it. I will be clearly wrong about half these cards. I think it's very difficult to be accurate day one on any of this stuff, but I'm not afraid of being wrong and being corrected later, and I just like to give out I think it's healthy to give out my original thoughts and kind of bounce it off you guys and see what you guys are feeling too. So it does seem like this set is a lot more, as someone else said in the chat earlier, very specific when it comes to, like, card combos and stuff too. Which is really interesting, and so it's going to be, I think it's going to mean, like, even tighter deck building, which I'm excited for and looking forward to seeing what people get. So that's going to be it for the video, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys are excited for. We're going to have some more Gundam content in the next couple of weeks as we get to GD02, and we'll see you guys then. Bye-bye! And then I hit the stop recording, and then I hit the start recording, and then guess what? You guys are still stuck with me, because I'm going to be doing some sorting of cards. Woo! That's why you guys are here for the card sorting stream. All right, let me change my mic and everything. But this is what we're doing for the rest of the day. I'll probably be live for like 2 hours or so. I don't know. But as kind of mentioned before, actually here, I'm gonna have to change my mics. But we're gonna do some. I'm just gonna unsleeve cards, resleeve cards. We can still chill out and hang. So give me 1 moment. 1 moment. All right, you guys should hear me now. Hello. And that one's gone, but that's away. And then I can, got the trash bag. I've accidentally framed my room correctly to make it look not as much of a mess that it definitely is right now. It's pretty bad. It's probably the worst it's ever been since moving here. So my apologies for that, but I need to clean some stuff up and just organize stuff. And kind of also I need to know what kind of like cards I actually have. Because anytime I can get extra packs, I usually get a couple extra and go from there. I think, okay, first thing I need to do is, let's look at resources and stuff. We got some extra decks. I think I'm going to keep 3 decks built. I think I'm going to keep Wing Gundam, and I'm going to probably the build. I'll be honest. You guys can check me. I was playing already a pretty similar build to the build that ended up getting first place at Core this past weekend. I also came to the same conclusion that I didn't like Death Scythe, and I didn't have it in my deck. You're gonna have to just believe me on that, but you guys can check videos from like a couple weeks ago. All my Death Scythe's been out of my deck for like 2 weeks or so. So I'm actually really happy that it did well, and that I was like, what word do I want to use? That I wasn't the only one who thought about that. So the chair is sick. Yes, it is. It is Secret Labs. I bought it with my money. I will let them buy extra ones for me if they want. I have no expectation for that. But this is honestly like the best chair I've ever owned. Not only from just design-wise, but from comfort-wise. It is very nice. So I've, to the point where I'm like, it's kind of like a, how do I say it? Like, let's say you get a nice car. Let's say you get a car that's more expensive than you really wanted to, but it's expensive, it's nice, and you're really happy with it. What that means is that you would also treat it nicer than you would a car that's not very expensive. So it's hard to say if the chair is actually really nice because it's nice and I keep it nice, or you know what I mean? But so far, what that means is that I'm more careful when I use this chair than when I've used my previous chairs because of that. Where can you see the alt cards for GD02? You can find it on Bandai CCG Plus, and I'll look into adding them tonight. No guarantees for that though. Amuro being one of the strongest pilots lore-wise, yeah. But you know, this one's pretty comfy. This is the first time I've had like a magnetic pillow here, which is actually, I didn't know I wanted that until I got it. So now I have it. All right, let me start with the resources, which I don't know if that's the most interesting thing. There's also like, again, I've got like 20 decks built across all of this. This room is very messy. You guys can probably see a little bit more of it as I move around and rearrange cards from shelves to shelves. But this is my project this weekend. And by live streaming me doing it, you guys are holding me accountable, which I guess I need. All right. Cool. All right. How many resources do I own? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are not those. Oh yeah, because I've got the 5 and 5. Yeah. All right. I know this seems like maybe pedantic, but I do want to show off these. Bam! I play this game. 2, I wanted to resleeve the resources that at least I use often in these official sleeves. So there's that. So I get to show off all my resources that I have. And I think I've got a couple extra ones here too. Bam. That was tossed way more aggressively than I was expecting. We've got the non-foil resource. I do need some of the new pilot, or some of the pilot resources. I am committed to get one of each. Yeah, the Haru sleeves. Yeah. Big fan of these. Big fan of these. And also, like, more than any other time, I've seen Bandai kind of like persnickety about people using like official sleeves on official channels, which I think is fine. I don't think I actually need. I think I only want 5. I end up getting 10 Unicorn Gundam common pluses, but I think I'll only need 5 of them. We've got our double pluses. I'm surprised how cheap these are. The double plus resources. I think they're like $40. Which is, I know they're not like super rare, but I feel like they're at least rare enough to be a little bit more expensive than that. I do use oversleeves generally. So I don't know if I'm going to do it for these ones in particular, but I have in the past. Which I think I have like an extra oversleeve pack that I can use. All right, there are those. But yeah, it's been like a. I'm definitely going down the rabbit hole for like alt arts in this game that I've been able to like really. How do I want to say it? I've been good in most other games that I play, but this one I've been less good. All right, I'll keep the other common plus ones, but if I don't have like a 5 set, I won't keep them. It would be fun to have like 5 of like the Zaku 2 and 5 Char, but I also don't play green blue aggro, so like less of a thing for me. I do have 2 Wing Gundam Zeros, so that's nice. Let's see, are these the... Yeah. Let's see. We've got our standard art resource here. I ended up getting like a couple of like Chinese, or not Chinese, like Asian language resources, and then like look at what I've gotten. It's Mashu, Char, and so like the only new one I've gotten is Char, which is nice because I do have like the full full frontal. This is the Chinese one, and then you guys also know that I ended up getting 5 Bonager ones, but I want to try to do like the full 5 pilots thing or 10 pilots thing. I think that's a cool design as well. JP Seed Base and Relina EX, yeah. The Relina EX resource is really nice. I kind of need 2 more or 3 more. I did actually, let me see. He's over here. I do have, yeah. I do not have the map. I do have the EX resource. What sleeves do I have for these? Just Eggman sleeves. Which are probably less official than wanted, but that's okay. But yeah, I'll do that in a second. That resource is really good. You pulled a bunch of Soletas, yeah. Like it's, I don't know. It's you know, both the Machu and the Soleta resources, these ones exist way more than any others, right? Because this was for Anime Expo, and then this one was for Gen Con, and then they are like mildly, I think they're identical, right? They're identical as the cards that come out of this.
The amount of different arts for singular cards aren't even a plus. I will say that is tough. Because like cards having like beta arts and then set 1 arts and then set 1 tournament kit arts is pretty tricky. I will not deny. I will not deny. All right. So I think I only have, maybe I have 3 resources for hero. I have one of like the non-foil ones, and to be honest, like the difference between the foil and not foil are not like striking, but it's there. All right. Let me unsleeve these ones. So I don't know what it is, but I do like the idea of being able to like mix and match to the ones I want. I kind of want 5 Amuro pilot resources, but that's probably too expensive for what it is. No! I put these in the wrong spots. Let's see, you got 10 Japanese Machu ones? Yeah. It is nice that they can use for any language. I do appreciate that. All right, we have 5 aerial. I do have the fun thing where I have 5 aerials and 5 Soletas, which is nice. We'll get our Chinese full frontal here. And then Char. No, we already unsleeved this, and then we've got, yeah, got all these, okay. Let's unsleeve these guys, yeah. Yeah, because I've got 5 Kshatriya ones as well. You gotta have, if you're playing Cyber New type, right? It's gotta be Kshatriya and RX, right? Living in an English-speaking country where we can get Japanese cards for cheap is rough. Yeah, I think like Gundam, like I understand like the card prices are like somewhat inaccessible, and it really just depends. It's not, I think, the same across the board. Some places are a little bit harder, but other places are easier. So like, I think that there's a chance for you to be able to find what you want eventually. But I think that Gundam's also a game where like you just kind of incrementally build your collection too, with cards as you need it. But sorry, Zex, you're right. You're right. You're 100% right, because there's the tall geese in the back. I'm a fraud. You got me. No defense on that one. My apologies. That's 100% Zex. There is a full frontal one, and he's got the Shinanju behind him, but that's 100% Zex. I'm sorry. We already have 5 unicorns. I ended up getting 10 unicorn resource because unicorn is my favorite, but I think we're gonna have to get 5 red Gundam Common Plus. All right, these are generic ones, and then this is an extra one too. And then I guess I'll put one of these here. Unsleeve these. Oh, this is just a top loader. Okay. Oh yeah, because it's okay. Okay. Got one foil there, and then we've got the non-foil one somewhere. All right. All right. Yeah. I think I'm gonna run out of these Haru sleeves, which I didn't think was gonna happen, but here we are. I thought I'd have enough for everything, but then I realized how much dang resources I ended up committing to. The flex resource set, yeah. You guys might be seeing, like, I'm on Twitter. I'm also trying to get like some gold Dawn for One Piece, which is not a cheap endeavor, and I do know it's like a little bit vain to do so. I don't know if vain's the right word, but like I understand it's me spending, you know, an extra amount of money, but at the same time, like the way that I'm justifying it, which doesn't mean that it's the good way to do it, but why I'm justifying it is that like I play so much of the One Piece card game, and I've done so much for it, and it's done a lot for me as well. I wanted to have like something to kind of show that, and that also kind of goes on top of like the idea of like, well, you know, it's a lot of the cards that can represent decks that I've played in the past, and like it's kind of like a homage to that. So it will be fun. It'll be fun. And honestly, I think the other thing is that like with the resources from Gundam, I've been seduced into like, well, what if I, you know, if I'm a content creator for this game, I better have like some cards to show that I'm invested in the game. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think like if seeing me having like expensive resources and use it, you can tell me right out I'm right or wrong. Does it feel like it like legitimizes that someone's in the circle or not? Or do you guys see it as like someone just kind of showing off? No wrong answers. Truly curious. Truly curious. I'm really only doing, I would say, yeah, mildly doing it because like, you know what, this is my job and I can justify a little bit like mild about showing off. I know that sincerely there are some people who view like, oh, look at this guy, he's got a expensive deck. But I'm almost never about expensive cards in the main deck. It's always expensive cards in the resources for. Yeah. And I also like, listen, like you guys are here for a reason. I think I've done the way that I've grown my community and my viewership is honestly just a lot about a lot of people who are, what would be the best way to say it? I would say like not as emotional a lot. Like I feel like people who watch my content really chill a lot of the time. Though I have been noticing a lot of people with Gundam having hot and heavy opinions, being like, this guy shouldn't have done this. Clearly he was wrong or whatever. But yeah, I think it's a blinged out resources. No. Fully altered deck. Yes. Okay. Let's see, random, I feel like I'm showing off. I think, yeah. If you have high rarity, you assume you don't have kids? Dang. I've got a kid. Cornelius! Where you at? Cornelius! Where's he at? Where's my kid at? I have a kid. I guess I'll try P Bandai. I don't know. My expectations are low. But I think it shows that I am invested in the game, right? At some point. So I don't know. I usually don't get like bling blinded, but for whatever reason, Gundam's like, you could get these fancy cards. I'm like, you're right, I can get these fancy cards. All right. Now if someone has like 10 of one of these, that's a little extra. I can't imagine like getting 10 of any one of these too. I could see getting 5 and then doing like a 50-50 split or something. Having 10 of these resources is absurd. That is a flex that I am not prepared to commit to. That is more than what I can do. For sure. That seems like a tough one. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. I'm investing in cards that I can use for every one of my decks, right? Which is also why I'm justifying like trying to get some slightly fancier Dawn as well. All right, let's just get these sorted out. So pilot-wise, those are those ones. We've got 5 Gundam ones. Also, I kind of like the rainbow effects for these ones. When I saw that these were like under $50, I'm like, oh, that's not even like a flex. All right. But yeah, if I have 5 Machu pilots, you know I gotta get 5 red Gundam ones. That goes without saying. All right, and then our additional pilots here. Do I have 2 extra Machu ones? I think I do. I could see getting 6. I might try to, maybe I need to take one around to try to trade up. So I would imagine Machu is probably one of the cheaper ones. All right, how do we want to sort? All right, OG, this one, Amuro with this one, Sleta with this one. Actually, I will just put this behind here. Actually, I should probably put it. I'll put it behind this one. There we go. All right, and then, so those are the commons I have already. And then for unique pilots, I've got 5 of them, sorry, 6 of them. I'm only missing 4. I'm missing, I can take this one out. I'm missing Amuro. I'm missing Amuro full frontal, Kira, and one other. There's one more I'm missing. Amuro's going to be kind of expensive. I know he's probably one of the more expensive ones. Full frontal, I don't think he's that bad. Kira is just one I need to get, and then I'm missing one more. Atherin. Is it Atherin? Does Kira not have a pilot? Kira has to have a pilot, right? Kira was the cheapest one? Okay. If anyone wants to trade a Kira for a Machu one, let me know in Ottawa. I'll bring it with me. And then I have these resources were from the Gundam pop-up, which I don't know if there's any way to distinguish them between the ones from the set, but there's that. All right, there's all this. But yeah, only needing 4 more is fine. I'll definitely take like an English version of Zex as well. But I think this is also obviously very cool, right? Having one of each pilot when there's 10. Trade them around, but it's still rough, yeah. Has 10 of the Yon resource. Dang, that is dedication. But you have to respect it, right? You got to respect that kind of dedication, I feel like. All right. Full frontal and Amuro are the too expensive. Yeah, that's too bad. Well, I should get like entry pricing for Yomi and I are going. So if we have good luck, we just get the 4 we're missing. So I probably won't do any trading before that, but there's that. I do need to find. There it is. Yeah, that's a nice EX resource. I do need to find one more Eggman sleeve, which I'm sure I have somewhere. Actually, I think I know where's that. There we go. I promise I'm not trying to like wealth blind anyone, but I do have one thing that I do enjoy are, like, again, all art leaders. Very I'm down for those. Oh, which also, while I have this out here, I did get a Broly. Where'd he go? Where'd the Broly thing go? Here he is. I did get a Broly EX, or energy marker, which is quite nice. All right, there we go. Also, this, okay, I do, this is a mild flex. I don't think we're gonna get to sorting One Piece on stream today, because that is like half of the cards that are out here right now. But I've got a lot of One Piece cards, believe it or not. I don't know if that's believable after covering the game since inception. But There's one thing that I've been drawn to previously, and that has been strictly the oh shoot, these ones. Whoops. I don't have like the beta all art resources, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna want to get those. Is it this one? Yeah. Yeah. I like with the set 10 or set 1 only releasing 8 was kind of tricky. I really play the One Piece card game. Sincerely. Like I really play this game. And I collect a little bit. I don't have every leader. Don't claim that, but like I got quite a few of the alt art ones. Like that's just a lot. That's the only thing I really care about, is if it's the card that's going to be on the board the entire game, that card can be a little expensive. That card can be a little expensive. And I'm still like, those are not all of them, because half of them are just like out of here, like willy and nilly. Like we've got these. Like just hanging out. And like blue purple Luffy's over there. Zoro's over there outside a sleeve. All good things. All good things. Yeah, leaders are what I take exception to. EX bases too. EX bases, I kind of like them, even though half the games they just get bopped turn 1. All right. Well, I guess this is my set 1 resource box. I'm gonna need another one. I didn't know it was that full. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, the leaders that you use. Yeah, I think that's like the most. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to get anyone in financial trouble, but I think that's the easiest thing to justify. But I know like some people like enjoy like playing the min rarity stuff, so I'm not opposed. Like, you know, big examples like Nikki, where he's got like his set 1 unsleeved law leader that he's played since then, and you can tell that it's been extremely played. It's fun. All right, let's get to some deck stuff for this. All right, let's see. Boy. Sometimes you just have so many cards you don't know what to do with them. Yeah. Any real cards in here? Are these all proxies? These are all proxies. Cool. Which reminds me, I need to make some new proxies for all this stuff that just got announced. Yeah, these are all One Piece cards that I need to also sort. Infusion World cards. Infusion World cards. Infusion World cards. And One Piece cards. What are you... Jinbei, what are you doing in there? Okay. Okay. Yeah, clearly I have too many all art leaders. So I'm just hanging out in random piles. This is a deck. This is a brick of Star Deck 5, which I'll probably need to make a new box for. This is a deck. This is a deck. That's that. That's Omega Shenron. That's an empty box. This is probably Shenron. Cool. My organization system somewhat works. There's this deck. And then while I'm here, I'll get the set 1 box, the SRs and rares, some proxies behind it, and everything's sorted into these 2 boxes except for like beta stuff, which I guess I should just keep separate. Yeah, is that what this is? Yeah, that's what this is. Which means I also need to get another box over here. Cool. How big is this one? It does not say. Cool. What's in here? Oh, okay, there are some cards in here. Oh, I remember what these are. That's Gundam 2, and then I think that's everything that's out and about. So this is a Silver Israeli deck. These are empty. We're probably good for right now. Let's see. So I'm biased for Azuki because I'm good friends with the creator for it. So keep that in mind. But I think it's really good. And I also know that John is sacrificing years of his life to make that game happen. It's a pursuit of passion, not for monetary gain, and that he's still working on it. And that I want to support it. I want to support my friend first, but I think the game is worth supporting. It's not a case of like, I think the game's just okay, but my friend's making it, so I'm going to help him. I think the game is really good, and he's again working really, really hard on it. So I want to see what the final result is. So I think it's cool. What else? What else are we saying? Where do you get that card holder? Which one? The black one? Just that Frankensons, but you can find it online. Yeah, I am happy that Gundam doesn't have any secret rares. That could be really tough. Yeah, the camera has like an automatic follow function, so no. Yeah, I do like honestly, like ratio wise, Gundam's really generous. I know that boxes are expensive due to like usage, but like I think pretty soon that it's going to be pretty affordable for a lot of people if they get like the player base to how much product they make ratio the same. This isn't like a problem that's like unique with Gundam either. I think it's really difficult to. It sounds dumb. It's very difficult to actually correctly know how much of product you need to make. All right, I will cheat a little bit by, let's see. So this big box is Star Decks 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then all the commons and uncommons for set 1. And then I was able to get 1 extra starter deck for set 1 that I wanted to use to get some more Gundams. So that card's good. And hopefully pull an LR plus, which instead that I pulled a regular. I got a white base LR, which was more expensive when people thought that was a better blue base, which I think most people have said Corsica base is the better card at this point. All right, so warts, I've got 2 extra of those. That's kind of nice to know. We've got that. We've got our stilettos. We've got our thoroughly damaged, baby. Woo! And then we've got our Kai's Resolves. We've got unforeseen incident, which I've got 1 floating around still. Which one's the better? Is it? Okay, this one's back here. And white base, and then the Earth House. All right. Easy on that side. Yeah. Witch of the Bride as a meta tech in Unicorn Tempo. That card's been getting like a little bit of usage lately. I think like the actual good thing about it is the burst effect's actually really good. It has probably one of the best burst effects in the game. And if we ever have an effect that like heals, like this is a name of an archetype for a different Bandai card game, but if like security control ever ends up being a deck, I can see that being really, really good. I want a vanilla gym, but and if this was like the purple one, I'd be way happier. Vanilla grays can't be that bad though, right? Can't be that bad. Lucky hero, yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna put this in this one because I'll have this box will be GD02 and Sardex 5 and 6, which should be pretty understood. All right. Want me to the beta event at your locals? Yeah, it's not a bad card. As much as I'm joking around, it's still a really good base. It's not a bad card. It's just, I think it was overstated, including myself. I thought that the card was better than it thought because we've all been in those situations where you play it and your opponent can't get rid of it, and then you just win the game because you build an extra unit. Like, it turns into a draw one every turn, which is very good. All right, these are, you know, I've reached out to Dragon Shield in the past, and I'd hoped to hear back from them eventually one day. I do use their sleeves, and they've been pretty good. And when I went to Gen Con, they've got these ones I think that I'm using right now. They've got like these anti-glare ones, but I have not, one of my numbers is not big enough, I think, which is fine. But as soon as they're like, hey, we want you to give away a code for our Dragon Shields, I'd be like, okay, done. Dragon Shield, if you're watching right now, my email address is in the description. And or on my bio on my Twitter page. Whichever is easiest for y'all, just let me know. All right, let me just make sure. Yeah, I think I dropped some of these cards, and so like some of the sleeves are backwards. Yeah, there you go. All right, one more. But yeah, I try not to. I do have a problem with sleeves in the sense that I have too many of them, especially when there's like alternate art ones. I'm really scrutinized for it, but now I just now it's only like matte sleeves, and this just helps me organization wise, so I can kind of know what deck is where. And so like this obviously was a green deck, so it's using green sleeves, which is pretty good. But then if I ever go to like tournaments, which is rare, I usually try to like give the deck like sleeves that match the deck a little bit more, which is harder for Gundam right now when they're a little bit more persnickety. I think like it's the right call to do it when the game comes out, so people are used to it. But yeah, there are times like at the Core Regional and also Bandai Card Game Fest in Dallas. You know, people have to re-sleeve because their sleeves were honestly like main deck sleeves are actually usually fine. It's just some people with like resource sleeves, they were going a little wilder. Have you tried dual spec? I have not, but I've heard good things. If that's the one, is that the one that Russell's probably not here. Russell enjoys one brand of sleeves. And he is not sponsored by them, and he does not care that he's not sponsored by them. He just needs the world to know that those sleeves are particularly good. And I think they're dual specs. I remember correctly. I remember correctly. Oh no, first contact. No. All right. I think we're gonna probably try to get rid of all my set 1 proxy cards too. They might meet the end of their cycle. They had a good run though. Yeah, it's been more of a recent change, to be honest. That hasn't always been the case. But I think there's been more of a meta of people using custom sleeves in this game, right? Or in Bandai card games recently, so I think they just changed how they wanted to do it, which is fine. My only issue with Bandai official sleeves is that they're glossy, and I prefer matte. Especially because I feel like matte sleeves end up lasting longer. But if you double sleeve them, then you're fine. So I usually do that. All right. These are cards. Oh, also, where is these ones? Yeah, I like these Dragon Show ones too. Only issue is that you know, they are a little branded, which is fine. I like the black and gold with them. They're really nice. But alas. All right. Yeah, I've got a bunch of sleeves. Too many. Yeah, oversleeving is fine. It just means then I have like twice as many sleeve things that I need to keep track of, and I'm not, I'd say, particularly good, as you see me just have like a pile of stuff off to the side already. All right, yeah, this deck needs to be taken apart. This was my optimistic Cyber New Type purple deck, which sometimes did a little bit of things, but often did no things. None of these cards are real. Maybe I should just get rid of the proxy cards first. But yeah, for next week, I'm probably going to have a Star Deck 5 or Star Deck 6 deck Star Deck show-off battle. Would you guys be more interested with if I had like updated versions of Star Deck 5 and 6? That's what I'm planning on doing. Just showing off those decks in general. But I was curious what your guys' thoughts were. If you'd rather just have the vanilla decks. Yeah, rounded inners, Bandai normals, Bushiroad overs. Yeah, smooth. Okay, here's a weird question. I don't know if you guys... I haven't really been stopped at the airport for cards in a long time. Until the last couple of trips over the last 2 months or so. I've been stopped, I think, every time. And I'm like, I take cards pretty often. And now I'm wondering... Have you guys had the same experience with Gundam cards? Whatever reason, whatever their foiling is, maybe it's like my fancy pantsy double plus common resources, but I've noticed those that I've been pinged more often for security when I'm using Gundam cards. Or doing that. Play a full power? Okay, that's what I was hoping for that. Because I think people would also be interested in deck lists and stuff. So I'm down for that. But yeah, I've been strictly noticing I got ever since I started carrying Gundam cards around, I feel like I get flagged more often. All right. Oh, another proxy card I missed. Pew. Full frontal, baby. Yakurin. Shinonju. Man, Shinonju is such a cool card. I wish it was more usable. It's just so clunky. Battle Vases, Kshatriya, full frontal. We got the Hakurin. We've got the Relula. We've got a Merida Cruz, an actual one. Double more Shinonjus, crazy. The Zaku Mariner. We've got the Graze Custom. We've got the Barbatos. Another card that I forgot to take out. We got a Graze. We got a Jin. We got another Jin. Do we have a third Jin? No, no third Jin. Relula. Guard type. And then 2 Vesalius. Do you think a red-purple Zaf deck could work? It could. You just this Gundam LR to go down in price. Did that spike because people started using it again? That's very funny if that's the case. Very sad because I would definitely pick them up. But let's see. You got stopped for that's funny. Going to OP Day and my friends got stopped and looked through his deck. You got checked at the airport. That's very funny. That's very funny. It's just like when I competed more, I'm like, oh great. Like it was usually a good omen. It was like sick. This deck is the spice. You can tell. You can tell the deck is the spice because it got hit. And then and I stopped competing and that wasn't the joke anymore, but you can understand. I'm probably just gonna keep this deck as is. Yeah, this deck can stay. Yomi is playing at the Gundam event in Ottawa. I gotta figure out what deck she should be playing. Yeah, purple white. Nice. I think purple white can work in GD02, but does not work in GD01, I think, as well. I gotta figure out what she's playing. Yeah, I think the 3 decks we're keeping are the blue-green one I talked about, Wing, maybe just change it a little bit, and then the blue-purple. They're like 40 bucks now. Got it. I think they were like 20 bucks at one time. Yeah. Does LR Justice, does it have like any of the let's see, I'll just put this in a pile of fancy cards. Even though these aren't like super fancy cards. I got a Zaku too, but that's like the only like good one I've gotten. Double Shamblers are fine. Zex Marquise maybe one day. But the playability of the cards from the regional stuff is very volatile. Are there any other Gundam cards in this one? This is just like one OP stuff or Dragon Ball stuff. Yeah, just my extra promo collection. Okay. Okay. These are just these. These are just cards. I think I'll keep all of these the way they are. I'll probably reorganize them so at least I know what's in them. That's like the other thing too, is like, since I have so many decks floating around, I don't always remember the exact cards that are in the deck. And then I have to like always like reorganize it or something. How do I have... Sorry, it looked like there are like different color sleeves inside here. Maybe it's just like the way there. No. That's like my worst nightmare. Just having, like, not organizing my sleeves correctly and then unbeknownst to me, they're different. I don't know if they're actually different or that I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe they're just backwards. I'm just gonna go crazy. That's fine. All right. So the last one I need to do. Is it because are these? Oh, is that it? They're just upside down. That's crazy. All right, that at least makes me feel a little bit saner. All right. This is the green-white one that I'm keeping, but I'll need to organize it, so it just means I need the green and purple one probably needs to sit out. Yeah. All right, how long have we been streaming? Quite a bit. I'll probably, once I finish the Gundam stuff, I'm probably going to be done for the day. So we probably got like 30 minutes left, hopefully. I do need one more overflowing affection. I only have 3 of the all arts. That would be a good get. Striker pack. What time is it? 2:45. All right, let's see if I can finish around 3. That'd be actually kind of nice. Because I'm just sorting 4 medium-sized piles. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some more theory crafting for the new cards. Again, let me see, they might be up soon. No, my matches is I was thinking about, but let me see. Sorry, you stream for 4 hours and then get a couple messages. All right. New type Translucent 2 Soletas, nice. You lost the money aerials, yeah, that's tough. It is tough when it's only first place, right? That is kind of tough. I don't like white sleeves all the time. I feel like these get dirty more often, and it's more likely that white sleeves are more opaque, or more see-through rather, less opaque. But maybe that's just been my experience. Man, I am ready though. I want to see what I can do with that clan deck. I want to see if I can make it viable. Honestly, like, it's gonna sound really dumb. The most excited card I am for the deck is that pilot command that does 1 damage to something. Is that dumb? You can say that's dumb. It feels dumb. But I'm like, that card's sick. That card's gonna be I could be super wrong, and you know, I kind of hope that I am, but it's that card just seems so good. It's like, what? I could deal 1 damage, or I could link to something that deals 1 damage, or like, it just seems so good. You need to play G-Quux? Yeah. Yeah. Well, you've, like, of course you do. You've got Kagalia. What's their name? It's the other new type guy. I don't know why I'm blanking. Kagalia? Is it Kagalia? Green. Yeah, Shalia Bull. Okay. I'm like, Kalia? There is Kagalia. That's a different name. I figured it out. Yeah, because everyone can have access to them. Yeah. Because it seems like, you know, obviously the LRs are what you build decks around, but the commons, uncommons, rares are the support cards for colors, right? Like, especially like how pilots work, right? Machu? Oh, you're right. You're right. Machu. That's the name I was thinking of. You're right. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to doing some deck building. You just want LR bird mode already? Let it be. Yeah, that's your avatar. Yeah. Great Dane. Yeah. So again, the only thing that I'm worried about is we need to make sure that there's cheap. The fact that there's no 1 cost clan unit that you can play. It's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. Your 1 card to your Justice Blocker deck. Enjoy. That, it's the Buster Gundam, right? That card's good. The fact that it links with Atherin is really all you need. That's already sold me on it. All right. These sleeves go in this box. This box. I'm gonna say this box. I think it's this box. All right, and there's extra sleeves here, and then extra sleeves there. All right. Let's start with this pile. I did have someone ask me about. I think I have a couple extra LRs that if anyone needs them, I'm willing to sell. I'll probably put a post up on like I have like a little thing on my website or my Discord server. Look at all of these not good LRs. Or whatever pluses. All right, I'm sorry, Bleach Union Arena cards. Your time has come. All right. These are all arts from starter decks. These are all arts from sets, and then these are tournament promos. Which maybe I need to just have a separate box for those in general. LRs. We got another unicorn one. I think that's my like 11th one. Oops. I got a bunch of LRs. They got our white base. Woo! And then a couple more LRs. Do I have an extra Wing Zero? That'd be hype. Maybe I do. All right, this will go on this one. So just do it by color, even though it doesn't like super matter. Green, red, purple, and then white. Okay. Only that? Yeah. Yeah, this chair is from I'm not sponsored, but it's by Secret Lab. I'll be honest, it's the most money I've ever spent on a chair, but it ended up I have no complaints. None. Start at cards. These are also all right. These are these. I think these are the all arts for these. So I don't need that pile. I don't think I have any more tournament promos. We've got all arts, which I'm using with my SRs. So we got that. We've got the unicorn one that can just go there for now. I guess I can put it in the other box. This is an LR. This is an LR. And Eggman has a lot of LRs. I probably can get rid of a couple of them. Delta Plus. This is token. All right. It's weird that we didn't get any support for Unicorn. Rare. Tournament promo. Rare. Sardic. Rare. Technically a beta alt. I also wouldn't want, there aren't any beta alt arts I would want except one. I would want a Benager alt art. That card is too cool. Did I put GD01? No, this is a rare from here. Rare. Beta. One of those, one of those. These are from Starter Deck. These are GD01. These are sample cards, which I'll put separately. Starter Deck 2, GD01, Starter Deck 1. Rare. Rare. Beta, rare. Rare, Starter Deck, SR, or LR. LR. No, these are the comments there. Rare, LR, Starter Deck 2, and GD01. Unicorn Rare is also a promo, yeah. Unless I put the real one in there. Yeah, these promos are, yeah. Which actually I think I got 4 of them, actually, before I forget. I think it's right here. Yeah. I like mixing matching, but if I ever wanted to play 4 and 4, now I can. So many unicorns, I know. I'm not a fake fan when I say that Unicorn Gundam's great. I'm a big fan of it. All right. It's a Starter card, GD01, 1111. Starter card, GD01. Starter card, rare. Starter card. Starter card. Some of these are beta Rizels. Oh, yeah, some of these are betas. These Rizels are beta every ones. Common. Rare. You know, it's really easy to sort purple because they all came from one set. Let me just take all the purple cards out. Real easy. That one's easy. Oh, I got them there. I love L Strike because it loves me back by winning me games. All right. Any other purple cards in here? No, but we've got a Char's Gelgoog. Woo! And some extra RXs. Those are good. And yeah, all our actual. This one goes there. I'm gonna get shiny cards out of here just because they're easier to sort. Tournament promo. Woo! Bird mode. I'm not playing bird mode in my build. That is a big difference between my build and the build that won. I did take that out. We've got, I forgot, we got an Atherin pilot. Very nice. All right, how many rebuilds do I own? I feel like I'm going crazy. And how many Justices do I own actually? That's a very good question. Me. Let's see. All right. Again, there's a lot of purple cards that just happen to still be in the actual decks, but I think there should be, yes, one Barbatos here. There. What's two? I don't know. 7 goes here though. All right. Mikazuki's at the end. Kieran is 6. Oh, that's the other Barbatos. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this 2-4. I think it does a lot. It's actually really difficult to remove sometimes. All right. These are 6, and then this is 4. Oh, okay. 3, 4. There's the Grazes. And then there's the Guzen Rebake, and then we've got our purple Rezels, and then we've got the rest. Okay. All my extra Star Deck 10 cards should be here now. Good, good. Good. The Jedi. All right. What an interesting non sequitur for anyone who just stopped by. What is he talking about? All right. Beta cards here. Are there any other expensive cards here? These are all Star Deck cards. These are actually, this is beta. This is just a regular common uncommon. Oh, we got the unforeseen incidents, and yeah, those there too. Star Deck cards, beta, Star Deck. Oh, these are beta. This one's beta at least. Star Deck, 2 regular. Star Deck, rare, starter deck. These are just regular Star Decks. Okay. I do look forward to not having to separate beta cards and not beta cards again, because I feel inclined to do it. Even though it's not my favorite thing to do. And well, at least it's also good to know, like, you know, there's no red Star Deck cards, right? So like, or like beta Star Deck red cards, so you get a free pass on those. GD01, this is beta. Star Deck, starter deck, beta. Is this one a beta one? Yep. No. Soletta, no! Rare. Regular. Oh, she fell in the trash. That can't be right. Do you think purple GD02 has a fighting chance? I think the deck is good. I think the deck has good things. For sure. And let me get these unforeseen incidents. Also these tournament promos. Oh yeah, we got some cards in here. These are rares, which is good. Another Galgoog. These beta cards, no. We went through this already. All right. We're getting there. All right. These need to be at the end here. Oh, this is the wrong one. What is that one? Is that One Piece? That might be. It's okay. Don't pity me. And my card's falling on the floor. It's okay. I don't deserve pity. This is the life I chose. And the way I chose to live it. And it didn't mess up the order that bad, so we're good. All right. What is the Galahorn? Oh, it's just Worth's armor. Okay. I think they put these there. All right, there we go. How's sorting going, Casey? It's going well. For game 1 of 3, where this one is the easiest one. Actually Fusion was the easiest. This is the mediumest. I'd say One Piece is the big mama jama when it comes to how many cards I have to actually sort. Which is not optimistic. Also, what is wrong with this box? Why is it refuse? There we go. All right, there you go. That's all my GD02 cards and Star Deck 5 and 6, which means just only Star Deck 5 and 6 cards. All right, these are rares. Let me just double check. These are all the rares. These are all beta cards, except for these two. And let me just double check for rares and or betas. At least you can distinguish them. But at the same time, if I couldn't distinguish them, I wouldn't be going through all this, so. Oh. Yeah, another Death Scythe just sneaking out. Thought I'd put him in my main deck. Nuh-uh. Not that guy. I think this one just has a bunch of Star Deck cards. Oh. Dang it. Missed one. I missed two. Oh, beans. That stings. Star Deck, Star Deck, Star Deck. A rare. Star Deck. Starter deck, 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 rare starter deck. All right. Okay. So I think these are all the starter deck cards that exist for us, which is a bit of a taller pile than I was expecting, but that's okay. You've got all your sword bulk of OP. Nice. Yeah, One Piece is actually not too bad. In this game, like, you kind of have to feel like you got to play like multiple play sets of stuff sometimes, which feels kind of bad, just because of how like the color mechanics work. Because like if you only want to play like a similar set of decks, it's going to be pretty tough for us to get there. Like blue, it's very difficult to not play blue right now in GD01, which means you need usually 4 Amuros and 4 GXs, which means that you need 8 starter decks, which is already expensive, or sorry, 4 starter decks, which is already expensive for 2 starter decks. So, you know. Also, I don't know where I'm fitting on like the on the line of like spending too much money and or like trying to justify spending too much money and or like flaunting my quote unquote Gundam card game wealth, which I don't feel like I'm doing, because I don't think this is necessary to flex. It's a business expense, but let me see. Let's get out the LR box, LR and rare box. I think we're gonna have to make a separate deck box for tournament promos and all art cards. Likely these. This will probably just be its own separate deck box now. Yeah. And then these will be, good. I don't know why I'm channeling Emperor Palpatine so much today, but he's what I'm doing. All right, blue and then green. My single copy of Bird Mode and Zaku 2. And then my Kira's, which honestly, if there's a chance that Yomi plays green-white, I better up convert those. You guys know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're playing. There's no way I'm only playing 2 Overflowing Affection. I should be playing 4 Kira as well. Alright, there's that. Yeah, I think I'm playing 3 and then... No, I'm playing 4. Whoops. One's gonna be regular art. That's too bad. Alright, there's my 4 Kiras. Nice. Pew. Yeah. Oz and White Fang has... They look nice. They do. They do look nice. There's just a little bit of wanting for them to play a little bit nicer, you know what I'm saying? But they're still good cards. So there's these. And then 3 of these. I guess I have 3 beta ones right here, so I guess we'll do that. Yeah, the Barbatos LR Plus looks actually really good. That card looks really, really good. All right, this deck is good for now. I'll probably still change some things, but we're good there. Phew. All right, and these are starter deck cards, which I have here. That was a beta card that I put over there. And again, we've got, all right, so tournament promos for missing red and white, which is here. And then that can go into LR pluses, or whatever pluses from the sets. All right. Extra LRs. And I guess all arts, but that'll be kind of separate. And Eggman's got a lot of Unicorn Gundams, huh? Whoops. Alright. OG Gundam, Grandpa Gundam, GD01 Gundam. We've got a bunch, and then an LR plus. And then for... and one slightly chipped one. I've never done that ever in my entire life, but I'm happy it was on this card compared to any other card that I own. Or not maybe every other card, but a lot of cards I own. All right, we've got 2 alt arts, 2 regular arts. Sorry, a bunch of extra of those, so that's cool. That's all of blue. Green. I don't think I got any extra death sights. I think I got exactly 4 and then never pulled the card again, which is fine. I do not need that card as much as other cards. And I was sincerely not a fan of the card on release, but I was just bad. So that's fine, that happens. 4 death sights, and then 3 death sights? That's fine, I just said I didn't like the card anyways. It's just like, well, if you don't like me, then I'll just disappear 1 copy of me. Maybe I've only had 3. There's a strong chance that's the case. No matter. Man, I really wish Dual Gundam was good because I keep getting the alt art for this card. It's kind of absurd. Oh, this is also like another TP promo card. Even though Strike Gundam is not that good, it is okay. There. All right, those are the blue alt arts, which we've got a lot of. What else we got? The rest are white cards. Look. Let's see, that's a lot. If you guys need any Justice or Gundam Aerials, let me know. Let me know, because apparently I love these cards. I think I've got like 1 extra Freedom Gundam, because I think I have 2 in the wing deck. But that's funny. That is funny. It wasn't so tragic. And the Sayla. 1 Sayla blue is nice. The best Kira by far is the Common Plus from the starter. Yeah, the Common Pluses are good. I think the LR Plus, I think so too, honestly. Looks great. Yeah, I like the Unicorn Plus is good. The Char's Galgug Plus is also great. Wing Zero Plus is actually absurdly good. Very good art. All right, so those are all those. Let me pull out the rares. I might just do these rares and just be done with it for right now. This is my little proxy jar. And then... all right. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to sort these rares and just be done for a little bit. Take a little break, because I've been streaming for 4 hours. So, this is where you guys tell me, like, Eggman, if you take a break, then you're gonna take 24 hours, and then you won't come back to this. You got to keep going. Oh, there he is. Ah, all right, we have a 4th Death Scythe. All right, he was hiding. And these are blue cards. Why did I put these cards on top? They should be in back. All right, blue, red, green, red, white, green, white, green, red, random common. Are these all star deck cards? There's no way. Okay, these are all star deck cards. Are these the not star deck cards? Yeah. After taking off this top layer of completely star deck cards. There we go. All right. Green. This is just a regular Strike Gundam. And then red, white. Cool. Oh man, Banshee. That card was almost good. Do you guys need any Noins Ares? This card was overprinted, right? There's no way it wasn't. Love that card. Well, that's good. Also, Sharzaku 2, a card that I've had a playset of since beta. I now have like literally like 15 plus of that card. Let's see, the rest of these are Big Zam. These are just pilots and commands. Man, Red's had such a hard time. All right, hey, we've got 5 Battle of Aces. That's one more than I thought. And then yeah, we definitely only have so many Maritas. I think we only have 6, which is fine. All right, and then I only have 5 Choo Choo's Demi Trainer. I'm not upset, but that is surprising. All right, that's all the rares. All right, that should be it for me for a little bit. We got the LRs. I mean, I guess we could have room for like the commons and like the extra rare cards. I guess I'll just put them there for now. And then we've got, these are the white ones, which means my gun cannon, my boy. All right, cool. And then that just means I have all the star deck cards and commons and uncommons, which is not as much as what it was before, which is nice. We got LRs done. We got star deck 6 done, or 5 done. Cool. All right, I'm gonna be done. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this is just like extra bonus stuff. Sincerely, it means that I just wanted to just kick my thing, but it just forced me to do a little bit more work, which I kind of needed that forcefulness for that. So we'll have some more GD02 Star Deck 5 and 6 content in the next couple weeks. My guess is I will be on the road a little bit, but I do want to try to get a Star Deck 5 versus 6 game out, which includes kind of updated deck list based off my first perceptions of that. We'll have, we'll just kind of go from there. October's already like half over, which is crazy. So if you guys want to check out the full part of me like going over cards from GD02, you can check that out. In this, I'll probably re-upload it tomorrow for people to check it out too. And thank you guys for all the love and support. Really appreciate it and feel it like every day. So that's it for us. Bye-bye.